All right, we are here. We are live. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the live stream, the live watch along for Argentina versus Switzerland. It certainly feels like heading into this game that Argentina are the favourites, obviously the reigning World Cup champions from 2022, and they've had a fantastic run so far. Lionel Messi in superb form, but Switzerland here entering this game as underdogs. They have had a good run in this tournament up to this point. If Switzerland could get the win here, it would be, I think, an almighty upset. I do like the Switzerland side, though. They've got some good players in their team, some really impressive young players who've looked good at this tournament, and some fantastic experienced players who have been helping them through their run so far. It's about 15 minutes now, under 15 minutes until this game gets underway between Argentina and Switzerland. Very comfortable kickoff time coming up. It's heading towards 11 o'clock in the morning here on the east coast of Australia. Thanks everyone for joining us wherever you are tuning in from around the world. But we are live here and very much looking forward to this contest. We've witnessed, three very intriguing quarterfinal matches so far. So let's talk about those results. England 2, Norway 1 earlier today. After extra time, it was Jude Bellingham for England grabbing those 2 goals in that game. Fantastic goal from Norway in that first half as well. A really intriguing match because Norway, who had to do a lot of defending through a lot of the game, did so well to sort of wrestle back control as the game went on, and they created a lot of chances in the end. Norway, unfortunately, unable to find that second goal, and it's Bellingham in extra time with the winner in the end. So England go through to the semi-finals, and the winner of this match, the winner of Argentina-Switzerland, will go through to take on England. So that is what's on the line here today, folks. Who will it be? Argentina, again, certainly shaping up as favourites in this game. Switzerland, I think we can all agree, are underdogs. Troy, good morning to you, mate. Good to see you here, dude. Hope you're doing well. G'day, Nathan. Good to see you here, man. All good. Says we smashed the other team. I had soccer and we smashed the other team. Dude, congrats on the win. Love it. Did you score any goals? How many goals did you score? Or assists? The other quarterfinals that we did see as well, Spain 2, Belgium 1. Spain are looking good, man. I mean, Belgium did well to really match Spain in that game, but Spain were controlling large passages of that contest and getting through in the end. That 2-1 victory. It was Marino again with a late winner. And France defeating Morocco 2-0. France are looking just so strong, man. And again, they're my pick to go all the way this tournament, I think. But it's France and Spain in the semi-finals, and then it's going to be England versus one of these 2 teams here today. G'day, Scotty. Good to see you here once again. Says, my tips are over. I tipped France, Spain, Norway, and Argentina. Norway almost did it. They almost did, Scotty. They matched England really well today. It was a really intriguing game. I was watching it. Obviously, it was before this game. And yeah, it was a fascinating match, wasn't it? The way that Norway had to do a lot of defending, especially in that first half. They were really pinned back quite a lot. But worked their way into the game really well, despite being under a lot of pressure for a lot of the game. But Jude Bellingham, man, I mean, he scored 4 goals in his last 2 games now for England. He's in superb form. So these semi-finals that are coming up are going to be insane. It really, really, really are. So again, we've already got one of the semi-finals locked in. France, Spain. That is going to be an incredible match. I mean, we've been doing our predictions throughout the tournament. We did our quarterfinals predictions earlier in the week, and I mean, who did I predict? I got France and Spain correct. I did predict England, and then my prediction for this game was Argentina. Again, I think we can all agree Argentina are probably our favourites in this match. But again, having said that, it would be cool to see Switzerland really take them on here and get some goals in this game. Hello to Sketchy Films 100. When will the A-League fixtures be released, do you think? Well, there's been reports in the media that it could be July 16th, which is this Thursday. Sketchy Films. That's what the reports have said. I don't think we've got anything confirmed yet. But there was some articles. I can't recall where the articles were from, but I think there was like a couple reports online stating that it was July 16 could be the date the A-League fixtures come out. which is pretty early for an A-League fixtures drop, to be honest. Usually they have to wait a while. Obviously, last season with all the debacle with Western United, they had to wait a long time for the fixtures release. So we could have A-League fixtures sometime next week, potentially July 16. But again, that's no official confirmation on that. There's just been some reports on that. But yeah, looking forward to that. The fixtures drop, of course. Troy saying no delay like last season. That's true. That's true. So yeah, man, looking forward to it. Obviously, all the focus in recent weeks for everyone in the world of football has been on this tournament right here, the World Cup. But we, of course, are very much looking forward to the Australia Cup, which is getting underway next week. Looking forward to that. We're going to be putting out an Australia Cup predictions video probably today or tomorrow. And then the A-League fixtures hopefully dropping next week sometime as well. Lightning for football. How are we today, Lockie? Doing well, mate. Good to see you here. Thanks for joining us. What else are we saying in here? Nathan also, Nathan who's jumping in today says, I was late because I had a soccer game. We smashed the other team. Nathan also said, I scored 2. Says, it was the easiest team in the league. The final score was 17-2. Oh my goodness. You're playing at CDM. Love it. 17-2. Goodness me, that's quite the result. Lightning also says my predictions are always go the other way to what I predict. So I think Argentina will win. Yeah, actually, how are you guys feeling? So I feel like we're all, again, probably expectations that Argentina are the favourites in this game and will win. But like, do you guys want Switzerland to win? Like, I kind of want Switzerland to win just because it'd be a cool story. This Switzerland team. Yeah, actually, you know what I haven't done yet? Because I wanted to do it live on the stream, I haven't checked the lineups yet. So here's my live reaction to the lineup news as the teams are currently in the tunnel, ready to enter the field of play. Less than 8 minutes till kickoff. So here's my live reaction to the lineups. Martinez in goals for Argentina, Molina, Romero, Martinez, and Tagliafico in that back four for Argentina. The midfield setup will be interesting here, whether it's like a 4-4-2. On FOTMob, it's indicating it could be a diamond midfield for Argentina. Paredes, De Paul, Fernandez, McAllister. Got a lot of hard-working midfielders there. And then a front two with Messi and Alvarez. So Argentina's defense really going to have to be on their game today, especially to try and defend, try and keep quiet the man that is Lionel Messi, the marvelous man himself. For Switzerland, Kobel in goals, Zakaria, Elvedi, Akanji, and Rodriguez in the back four. Frula, Xhaka, and So in midfield for Switzerland. Rida on the wing, Ndoye off the left wing, and Embolo through the middle as well. So, the teams are out onto the field of play, ready to sing the national anthems. Welcome to the live stream, everyone. Live watch along for Argentina versus Switzerland, our first live stream for the quarterfinals. Very intrigued by this contest because I think Switzerland are going to make this really tricky for Argentina. And again, I think for Switzerland, they would have looked at previous games. Obviously, Argentina, it hasn't been easy for them through the knockout stage. 3-2 with Cabo Verde, had to go to extra time. And it was 3-2 with Egypt. That incredible late comeback where they were trailing 2-0, Argentina. And 3 goals at the end there to rescue it, to win 3-2. Quite incredible. So both those scorelines, man, quite interesting, hey, that it's both of those scorelines there. 3-2. And Switzerland, I'm sure, would have been closely analysing those games and look at what Cape Verde and Egypt were doing well in that game to try and keep Argentina contained as best as possible, but also how they can maybe find some goals. And look, the Switzerland side certainly does have goal threat. That's for sure. That's for sure. Hit the like button if you haven't done so already, everyone. Thanks for hanging out with us this morning or this evening, depending on where you're tuning in from. Troy's back in Argentina 2-1. Scotty also says Argentina should do this fairly comfortably. They've been in third gear all tournament. It gets real now. Yeah. Can't afford to slip up here, of course. That's right, Troy. Yeah, that's right. France and Spain in the semi-finals. Incredible. That game is going to be it's so tricky to predict that one. Oh, dude, look at these Argentina players just passionately singing the national anthem, man. So much pride, so much passion. A lot of these guys, a lot of these Argentinian players know what it feels like to lift the trophy. They know what it feels like to win this thing. Can they do it again in 2026? I did see something about that lining. Yeah, Ball Joach. He was with Heidelberg United last year. He's heading to South Melbourne. That is a big signing for South. That's for sure. Scotty says, I'm going to get post-World Cup blues when there's no more games left to play. Yeah, I mean, it's funny, hey, wasn't it funny? A few days ago, it was the first day for like a few weeks where we had no World Cup games at all between the round of 16 and the quarterfinals. There was no games on for a whole day there, and everyone was freaking out. Scotty says France versus Argentina final. France champions and Messi still the GOAT, says Scotty. I wouldn't be surprised if it is a France Argentina final once again. Wouldn't that be incredible if we get it again? So really looking forward to this game, man. Really looking forward to what Switzerland show us here, especially. We know what Argentina are capable of. Dude, the fireworks. Brilliant. Wow. They had like the fireworks in the colours of the team of the nation's flags. That was really cool. Lightning reckons the final will be France versus England. That would be interesting. Yeah. I mean, at this stage, England, I mean, through to the semi-finals now, we were really impressed. We did the live watch along for that Mexico-England game last week, and we're all really impressed with England. You know, coming up against a Mexico side who had the home ground advantage. England had that red card in the second half. Yeah, man. So England overcoming Norway today as well, 2-1. And England will be playing either Argentina or Switzerland. One of these teams will play England. Who will it be? Jump into the live chat, folks. Would love to get your thoughts on this contest. Kickoff is moments away. Of course, after today, we've got a couple days without games, of course, as we head to the semi-finals, which are set to be played midweek. And then, after that, next weekend, folks, well, this time next week, we would have seen the third place match, third place playoff. And then this time next week, we will be World Cup final eve. Of course, the World Cup final set to be played next week. Sunday, it's, I believe, Sunday evening US time, but it'll be Monday morning on the east coast of Australia. Portuguese referees in charge for this game. Troy says, personally, I think England will mess it up and not make the final. The team obviously just my opinion, but I don't see it. I mean, they've shown. I think when you've got Harry Kane in your side, you're always a threat. Jude Bellingham's obviously been in fantastic form, but yeah, can they push all the way to the final? It would be huge for England. And yeah, I mean, it's obviously in the quarterfinals, it's already getting so difficult now at this stage. But in the semi-finals, I mean, we've already got France versus Spain, England versus one of these teams. It's just heavyweights now at this stage facing off. Scotty earlier also said England's had 2 really tough games back-to-back. That has to take a toll. What's the turnaround to their semi-final? They need a break. They do, don't they? Because they had that grueling game against Mexico. Extra time required against Norway today. And yeah, England's game, I mean, that'll be in what, 4 days' time, I think? It'll be Thursday morning on the Australian time. It'll be Wednesday evening over there in the US for England's next semi-final. So yeah, they've got a few days rest, luckily for England. Kansas City is the is the destination for this game today. So here we go, folks. Argentina had a pretty comfortable run in the group stage. Some really impressive performances from Lionel Messi especially. Through the knockout stage so far, both of their games, in the round of 32, round of 16, ended in 3-2 victories. They were really pushed all the way in those matches. And for Switzerland here, a pretty comfortable win over Algeria in the round of 32. And then the last time out, they managed to defeat Colombia in a penalty shootout, which was a good result for Switzerland because Colombia were looking good, man. Colombia had a really good run at this tournament, and I thought they had the potential to go a long way. So Switzerland overcoming Colombia, I'm sure will give them a whole lot of confidence, defeating a South American opponent here. But here we go in Kansas City for the kickoff of this World Cup game in the quarterfinals. Thanks everyone for joining us. Thanks for clicking on the live stream. We are underway in Kansas City. Who will control the opening stages of this contest? Who will take the lead? How many goals will we see? Could this be a low-scoring contest? Switzerland looking to get in early through Ndoye. Bouncing around the box. Zakaria with a strike that's blocked. There's going to be so many Argentina fans in this stadium, of course. I have seen some pockets of red, of course. Switzerland wearing their red colours proudly. Lining's backing a 3-2 win for Argentina again. I could see it. I mean, again, I do like the Switzerland team, and they do have goal threat. And Bolo's always capable, leading the line. Dan Ndoye, if that left wing, I think he's going to be a dangerous player for Switzerland today. Of course. For any new viewers, welcome to the channel. This is Lockie Talks Football, and the focus, as you can tell from the background, is on Australian football. Australia did play Switzerland just a few weeks ago, prior to the World Cup getting underway. The Socceroos played Switzerland in a World Cup warm-up match, and that game ending in a 1-1 draw. Socceroos able to match Switzerland in that game. Of course, it was just a friendly game. So Aussie fans will be familiar with this Switzerland side. They are a good team, man. Dangerous players in attack, and they're pretty solid defensively. Troy says, I miss Xhaka at Arsenal. He's had a good season, didn't he, with Sunderland? And the captain of the Switzerland side, Granit Xhaka. He's going to be so important in this game because Xhaka's coming up against, midfielders like Paredes, McAllister in there. De Paul's over on that right-hand side. Fernandez as well. So this is a big game for Xhaka, just to try and, get his foot on the ball, win some tackles, control things in the middle of the park, set the tempo for his side, For Argentina, can they get Lionel Messi heavily involved in this game? He was so impressive, man. I remember when we did the live watch-along for Argentina's first group stage game against Algeria, and Messi, just unbelievable in that contest. He was so good. He was just, at some point, you just have to sort of step back and just admire the quality of Lionel Messi, and he was just unstoppable in that match against Algeria. And he's been great all tournament. He's been scoring goals everywhere, Lionel Messi. He's so dangerous. He's such a fantastic player. And this is the test here for Switzerland. You wonder if there's going to be a key player who they just try and, man mark Messi for most of the game just to try and limit his influence on the match. That's what you're going to want from a Switzerland point of view, of course. So I'm interested to see how Switzerland is setting up out of possession. It's looking like a 4-4-2. It's looking like a 4-4-2 with So and Ndoye in those wide positions. Reeder's playing up top alongside Mbolo. So it's looking like a 4-4-2 out of possession. That's right, Scotty. Geordie Boss out for 3 months, reportedly. It's a big blow for Australia. The good news is, if there is like a glimmer of hope in this, is that should suggest that Geordie Boss can hopefully take to the field and gain some fitness ahead of the Asian Cup, which is 6 months away. So, yeah, it's a big blow, Scotty. Lightning says the Oz Cup final will be Central Coast Mariners versus South Melbourne. Both of our teams, hey? That would be cool. So, Switzerland building here in the forward half. Kansas City, where this game is being played. Good spell of possession here for Switzerland. Let's see what they can create. Ooh, Marcus says Little Birdie told me Courtney Vine's coming back to Sydney FC. That'd be good. I'd like to see that. Courtney Vine. It's been a while since we've seen her involved in the Matildas setup, so I feel like that'd be a good move for Courtney Vine if that was to happen. Continuing to build in possession here, Switzerland. This is a good little spell in possession, 5 minutes in. That's right, Scotty, I agree. Hutcho is the ideal coach for Central Coast Mariners at this time. Indeed. John Hutchinson being appointed as the Mariners head coach for the upcoming campaign. And if you want my full thoughts on that appointment, you can check out the Coast Watch Football channel. It's my dedicated Central Coast Mariners fan channel, Coast Watch Football. And I'm pretty happy with that move. I think it makes sense. And Hutch has picked up some good coaching experience in recent years. As here comes the reader for Switzerland, and Bolo's in the box. Here's a great chance for Switzerland. It comes through for the shot that's not the best contact there from So, but that was a good opening. That was a good opening there. They've won it against Switzerland. This is a bright start. It's So once more, into the box. Zakaria is going to send it in first time. Comes through. Shaky clearance, and Jacques is just going to send it way over the bar. That was a good little moment there for Switzerland, and you just wonder how many good chances like that they're going to have in this game. A couple efforts towards goal, but nothing getting through to Martinez in goals. Troy says, I'll just be happy to win the first game for a change. In regards to the Mariners, says our record isn't the best. I saw we signed Christian Popovich. We are getting there with our signings. Yes, I am happy with the signing of Christian Popovich. He struggled with injuries a little bit in recent years, Popovich, but I think it's a good signing because so far Mariners signings have been very youthful, very young players. 17-year-olds, 18-year-olds. Coming in, Noah McCann, centre back, coming over from QPR, and he's just 20 years of age. So, Christian Popovich, 24. As a Mariners fan, I'm happy with that signing. I think it's a smart move, and I still think Popovich has a lot to offer. If he can stay injury free, he could build into a really solid player. Alrighty. Lionel Messi yet to really get many touches on the ball. 8 minutes in. Argentina looking to build down the left-hand side. Tagliafico. Fernandez in support. Argentina playing this narrow midfield. Looks like Lionel Messi's taking up position on the right side. He's got it now. Messi taking on the defenders. Molina with the overlap. The cross is decent. Defenders there. Oh, Messi. That's a good position. That's a nice pass. Great chance for Argentina. McAllister's shot. Deflected. A little bit concerning for Switzerland how much space was on the edge of the box there. McAllister just was able to get a shot away. It's going to be a corner. G'day, Cozy Platypus. Welcome to the live chat, mate. So Messi to send in the corner. Oh, delivery's great too. Oh my goodness me. Loved that delivery. Flicked on, but easily could have been flicked on to goal there. Looks like it came off a Switzerland player in the end. Should be another corner. I didn't know that lining. Is that right? The Cabo Verde, their goalkeeper was playing whilst visually impaired this whole World Cup. Is that true? Wow, I didn't know that. Cozy Platypus reckons this game could go to pens. Switzerland did it last time out. Round of 16. Their game went to pens with Colombia, but it might not because Argentina has scored. It's McAllister. Oh, it's a huge early goal. Brilliant corner. McAllister's flicked it onto the near post and Argentina lead. Less than 10 minutes on the clock. It's a huge blow for Switzerland. They have conceded early and it's Alexis McAllister who rose tallest at the near post. Brilliant. Wow. That is huge. So early in the game too, dude. Oh, man. I mean, that's just... It's poor defending from Switzerland. He's in between a couple of players. So Mbolo was there, but McAllister... I mean, that's an incredible header. Some of those camera angles make it look so good. The flicked header, the perfection to get that... Just the right angle on it, the right direction on it. That is the perfect header from Alexis McAllister. And of course, it's Lionel Messi providing the assist. A brilliant delivery to find McAllister in that near post. But goodness me, if you're a Switzerland fan, you would be absolutely livid with the defending there. How has McAllister gotten a header away at that near post? Switzerland needed to defend that better for sure. At the near post there, especially at this level, especially in a quarter-final game. It's just a huge, huge error from the set piece there. As Scotty says, yeah, get goal side of the man. It's just quite incredible how McAllister managed to get to that ball. He was like, again, he had two Switzerland players like either side of him. But he was the one that got to it. Switzerland should have defended that for sure. That is a massive, massive... Considering the context, how big this game is, a quarterfinal in the World Cup, you cannot afford to defend like that. Switzerland switching off at the set piece and McAllister scores. Argentina lead. It is huge. Now, how does Switzerland respond? Because they made a bright start, Switzerland. They had a couple of shots towards goal. Had some good spells in possession. Some heavy contact from Romero and Mbolo there a moment ago. One goal to nil. So does Switzerland... Does this alter their game plan? I'm sure they had this figured out, what was going to be the move if they were to be trailing by a goal. But for Switzerland, they probably weren't expecting, well, they obviously weren't hoping to be trailing at this stage in this game. This is still very, very early. What's your best signing in the A-League so far? I think Joe Lolly to Newcastle's probably up there for me. That's a huge signing. So Joe Lolly to Newcastle stands out for me. There's been some big A-League transfer moves so far, and of course we're going to see many, many more moves in the coming weeks and months. Still plenty of time to go in the transfer window. We're definitely going to get back onto the A-League transfer coverage here on the channel following the World Cup as well. And there's already been a lot of movement in the A-League transfer window already. So Switzerland, they've got themselves on the ball here. Do they really go for it? Do they try and hit back quickly and grab this equaliser? Level things up. Switzerland will be so disappointed there, conceding that goal. That's a huge early advantage here for Argentina. Argentina playing this diamond midfield formation. I think it suits the players that they've got. It's been looking good so far. That's right, Scotty. Cammy Devlin to Rangers confirmed. It was announced yesterday. Exciting move. Obviously, Rangers are a huge club. So an intriguing move for Cammy Devlin. Excited to see how he goes at Rangers next season. Troy says the Japanese player for Sydney FC, definitely another. Yes. His name is just escaping me at this moment. Sakine. Sakine is his name, isn't it? Does look like a very good signing for Sydney FC. You are right, Troy, yeah. Plenty of experience in the top flight in Japan. Experience in the Asian Champions League as well. So looks like a top signing. Versatile player as well. He can play as a wide player on either wing. Cozy Platypus says Swiss are going to have to attack more, and Argentina are great on the break. Yeah, that's the concern for Switzerland. They can't afford to leave themselves too exposed at the back. So that's the debacle that currently faces this Switzerland side. They need to get back into the game. Of course, there's so much time, so I don't think they need to rush it, of course. But they have to just slowly try and work their way back into this game, try and create some more opportunities. But yeah, at this stage of the match, you do not want to leave yourself exposed to the back. You do not want to let Argentina grab a second, because if they do, that's going to be a very, very big mountain to overcome. Thanks everyone for joining us for this live watch along. Hope you guys are doing well, enjoying your Sunday mornings if you're on the east coast of Australia, or anywhere in Australia for that matter. It's Saturday evening, local time in Kansas City. What's the weather like in Kansas City? 28 degrees Celsius. It's a pretty warm one. Pretty warm evening in Kansas City. It's summertime in the Northern Hemisphere, of course. So it's a warm one. Game like this, the players will probably be thankful for the hydration breaks. Yes, Nathan, we are planning on doing a live stream for the final next week. Looking forward to it. Who will it be? It'll be either France or Spain, and it'll be either England, Argentina, or it could be Switzerland. This game still has a long way to go, folks. Does this change your predictions? Let me know. That goal, that early goal for Argentina, does that adjust the way you're feeling about this game? Some good one-on-one defending there from Akanji against Alvarez. Look, I do still feel like Argentina are going to pull through in the end. They've got the early goal here. But I would love to see Switzerland really push them here. It would be cool to see Switzerland get on the score sheet at least once. Make this game interesting. Not that it already isn't interesting, of course. This is going to be a fascinating test to see how Switzerland navigate the rest of this game. After conceding an early goal, Alexis McAllister's flicked on header at the near post off Lionel Messi's corner. A lovely goal. Brilliant header. And Argentina, if they could find a second, if they could take a 2-goal lead in a game like this, you would have to back them to go through all the way from there. So they've already got the one. And it's still very, very early in this game. Ooh, Almost a chance for Switzerland. That's a great challenge, though. Argentina can break. So this is the threat that we were talking about earlier. Hey, Argentina on their fast breaks. Messi, little back heel, comes unstuck for Argentina. And Kanji's bringing it forward for Switzerland. There's a bunch of space in midfield all of a sudden here for Switzerland. Taking their time, though, with the build-up. Scotty says, if Argentina can get through this game comfortably in 90 minutes, that's an advantage against England, who's had two really hard back-to-back games back-to-back. Yes. Good point. Yeah, it's a good point, Scotty. That would be a huge advantage for Argentina if they could get through in 90 minutes and try and not expend too much energy. Here's a chance. Edge of the box. Oh, that's a shot on target from outside the penalty area. It's So, who got some power behind it, but it was straight at Emiliano Martinez, who was able to grasp onto that ball. Oh, great kick from Martinez. He's gone long, and he's going to find Alvarez here at the other end of the field. Here's a chance for Argentina. No, the flag is up. It's too good to be true. Thanks for hanging out with us today, everyone. If you want to support the channel, you can consider sending in a super chat or check out the channel memberships. We've got channel member Troy hanging out with us here in the live chat this morning. Great to see all of you here. You can hit that like button as well if you haven't done so already. 20 minutes in, it is Argentina 1, Switzerland 0. There's still a lot of time to go in this game. Anything can happen. Switzerland have had a couple efforts at goal. Zakaria down the channel for So, who's going to... His cross is blocked for a throw. Good defending there from Martinez. Struck the hand of So, in fact. So for Switzerland here, it's a matter of trying to get some control in this game and trying to get their quality attacking players a little bit more involved in this match. Try and get into those wide areas where you can find So and Ndoye. Utilize their pace in the wide areas. Got to try and get them in those channels like So did just a moment ago. Get some crosses in for Mbolo. If they can do that effectively, it'll give them an opportunity to get back into this game. The thing as well for Switzerland, I mean, as we're seeing in the crowd, folks, you can see a lot of Argentina jerseys in the crowd. You'd imagine it does appear to be that the majority of the fans are supporting Argentina here today, of course. There will be, I'm sure, plenty of Switzerland fans in the house for this one in Kansas City, but that's the thing for Switzerland. They're up against the crowd a little bit here as well. Marcus says Switzerland have been arguably better in some regard. I mean, like the overall play of the game, it's been fairly even, hasn't it? Like Argentina aren't necessarily dominating or anything. And we've got the first hydration break of the game, so it's 1-0 to Argentina. But yeah, Switzerland certainly are having some bright moments going forward. A shot on target at Emiliano Martinez just a moment ago. According to FOTMob, the stats, 52% possession to Switzerland, just 48% for Argentina. Both teams have had 3 shots at goal, 1 on target. Same shot stats there for both teams. And actually, touches in the opponent's box. Switzerland have had 7. Argentina have had just 2. And, I mean, if I'm not mistaken, those 2 touches in the opponent's box would have been those 2 headers from McAllister. That second header being the goal. It's packed indeed, Troy. It's packed indeed, this stadium. It's plenty of Argentina fans in the stands for this one. No worries, Nathan. So it's currently 1-0 to Argentina, but it's interesting looking at the stats. It is very, very even. And especially, touches in the opponent's box here. Switzerland 7 to Argentina's 2. So Argentina, well, they've got the lead. But the overall, again, general play is fairly even at this stage. Fairly even. Oh, Scotty, it's the big question. Are we ever going to see the World Cup in Australia in our lifetimes? Needs to happen. I think we will get it one day in our lifetime. I think so. I think we will. I'd like to think so. Look, it was a fantastic event, the FIFA Women's World Cup, which took place 3 years. It's incredible to think it was 3 years ago now already. It took place in Australia and New Zealand 3 years ago, and that was a very successful tournament. I thought that was great. It was awesome. I went to a number of those games at that tournament, and I really enjoyed that World Cup 3 years ago, and hopefully that showed the world that Australia and New Zealand, for that matter, can host a World Cup. So I'd like to think that it could happen one day. Scotty says, yeah, Women's World Cup was a huge success. I think it was too, yeah. I think it was too. And obviously Australia had a great run of that tournament, going all the way through to the semi-finals. So, yeah, man. I reckon we will one day. Who knows? Maybe it's still another decade or two away, but it would be remarkable, wouldn't it? It would be a remarkable story. Look, even if we do have to host with New Zealand, that's fine, of course. That might be what we see in the end. But yeah, it'd be great. It would be awesome just to host a World Cup one day. I reckon it will happen one day. Hydration break complete. Back underway in this match. Argentina lead 1-0. McAllister with a goal for Argentina. That's right, Scotty. Yeah, we've seen it, obviously, Qatar in 2022 and Saudi Arabia. Possibly on the way as well. So, yeah, it'd be good to see Australia get a look in future years. I remember when Australia made that bid for... What World Cup was that for? Was it 2018? Or what year was it that Australia made that big bid for? Was it 2018? Or was it 2014? It was one of those years where Australia had that big bid and were really hoping to get it. I think it was 2018, wasn't it? Could be mistaken. So, Switzerland in possession. Argentina, they've got the lead, so they're going to be pretty content to sit back just a little bit and try and just maintain some structure. Ball comes in for Switzerland, but cleared away by Martinez, who's having a good game so far. Sandra Martinez. It was 2022 that Australia bid for. Right. Yeah. I remember there being so much, promotion and hype around that one. And we were really hopeful that we were going to get it. In the end, the decision went the way of Qatar. Switzerland down the left now, trying to get Ndoye involved. And this is good from Ndoye. He's coming inside. Oh, he was looking for Mbolo. So that's what I was saying before, man. Got to get their wide players involved. So in Ndoye. I'm a big fan of Dan Ndoye. I think he's a really top player. And just that little burst of pace to drive inside and found the space and almost fed it through for Mbolo. Good opportunity there for Switzerland, but that's what they need to do. They've got to get their dangerous players on the ball a little bit more in this contest. Marcus says, I reckon it's possible for 2042, but a joint World Cup bid, not individual. Yeah, look, if it means co-hosting with New Zealand, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I've got no issue with that. Obviously, the Women's World Cup 3 years ago was co-hosted with New Zealand, and that worked out pretty well, I think. So, yeah. 2042 feels like so long away, doesn't it? But hey, we'll all obviously be much older by that point. But still, wouldn't that be something? Hey, I tell you what, if Australia hosts the World Cup in 2042, you guys can think back to this live stream right now and go, remember that time Remember that time in the winter of 2026 when we were talking about the possibilities of Australia hosting a World Cup? How old, how old will Lucas Harrington be in 2042? 2042 is what, 16 years away? Yeah. 16 years away. Wow, dude. Lucas Harrington could still be playing for the Socceroos in 2042. Lucas Harrington will be 34, right? If my math is correct. In the year 2042, Lucas Harrington, who's currently 18 years of age, Socceroos defender, will be 34 years of age and will be arriving at his, how many World Cups will that be at that point? 6th World Cup or something like that? I don't know. Dude, it could happen. That'd be great. I love it from Scotty. Scotty says France versus England final at Central Coast Stadium with the sauce bottles in 2042. Goodness me. I mean, we would have to see a big expansion of Central Coast Stadium if that was to happen. And that'd be cool. As long as they keep the palm trees. Here's a chance for Rita. Switzerland's breaking forward in the pass. It just cut off. And again, it's Lissandro Martinez who's in the road to intercept. But again, Switzerland have had just a couple chances just to find that. They're just unable to find that through ball to get in behind. We are half an hour into this match of football, this quarterfinal. Thanks everyone for joining us today. If you haven't done so already, hit the like button to support the channel. And if you are able to and interested, you can send in a super chat or check out the memberships. Level 2 members get access to exclusive content. Members only live streams. We've done a few in the last few weeks, and members only videos we've got on the way, extended vlogs. We've already got a couple of those on the channel, so level 2 members get access to that content. Is Mbolo? Oh, he's in behind, is he? Mbolo's gone down. Oh my goodness me. What a moment there for Switzerland. Briel Mbolo was in. Oh, and Doyce won the ball. Cleared away by Martinez, and it's a free kick Argentina. Scotty says that looked questionable. I mean, the replays will be interesting, right? So he's onside. Yeah, he's definitely onside. What happened here? So Mbolo ends up on the floor. Martinez, yeah, that's no foul for me. That's no foul for me. That's just like shoulder to shoulder. Mbolo's just bounced off Martinez and gone to the floor. I think that's a fair. I don't think that's a foul. Scotty says he got the ball, I think. But again, another example, folks, of Switzerland just causing a little bit of concern for Argentina at the back. But so far, Argentina have been good defensively. And again, worth highlighting Lissandro Martinez, who stepped in with a crucial just little shoulder to shoulder there, just to contest with Mbolo fairly. And Martinez was also rushing out as well, the goalkeeper, Emiliano Martinez. So, Argentina having to work in defence, but they're working well so far. 1-0, and there's still maybe 15 minutes at least remaining in this first half. And it would be huge for Switzerland if they could find an equaliser before the main break here. Doy goes inside for Xhaka. Rodriguez back for Akanji. Switzerland, they've had a lot of the ball in this match. So I wouldn't be surprised if the possession stats are leaning the way of Switzerland, because they've had a lot of the ball. Argentina, obviously with the lead, happy to sit back a little bit. But the tricky thing for Switzerland at the moment is that they're struggling to sort of get into the front third. They've gotten there on a few occasions, and they've entered the box on a number of occasions as well, of course, but they need to start creating some opportunities now to score, Switzerland. They need to try and find some more efforts at goal, really test Martinez, the Argentina goalkeeper. Now Kanji's coming forward with it, and Doy off the left. Goes back to Xhaka. But Switzerland are really committing some numbers forward. Ball over the top towards Doy, and that's a crucial header from Molina, and it's going to be a corner for Switzerland. Now, when you look at the aerial abilities of the players on both teams, I mean, Switzerland have some tall, strong players. They're obviously going to get their centre-backs up. Helvetii and Akanji are going to be a threat in the air, of course. And Bolo's in there as well. So, could the height prove the difference here for Switzerland as the corner comes in from Rita? The delivery's decent, but it's McAllister, the goal scorer, who this time gets a defensive header on it. Rita, once again for Switzerland, needs some support. He wins the free kick. Okay. That's a good result there for Switzerland. This is the fourth and final quarter-final matchup. France 2, Morocco 0. Morocco's journey comes to an end. France looking good. Spain, a 2-1 win over Belgium. It was Mikel Merino with another late winner there for Spain. Incredible. Spain, they go through the semis to take on France. Earlier today, an extra time game. England winning it in extra time. Jude Bellingham with a double over Norway. And the winner of this game will take on England as the free kick is whipped in. Martinez punches clear. Good goalkeeping there from Emiliano Martinez. Switzerland will reset with their goalkeeper. So, how did this rest of this first half play out? Because Switzerland are starting to look more and more threatening going forward, and they've won another free kick in the forward half here, Switzerland. So, yeah, this is interesting. Certainly a free kick there. Paredes just coming into the back there of Rita. Rodriguez. Switzerland once again building here, looking dangerous. It feels like at any moment they could get a pass in behind or something. Rita's going to send in a cross. It's not the best delivery. It's a very, very poor delivery in the end for a goal kick. Going to need more quality than that in a match like this, against an opponent like this as well, of course. So for Argentina, it's 1-goal lead, but I tell you what, since they've scored that goal, they haven't really had anything going forward, Argentina. Not that they've been, they don't need to be desperate to create chances, obviously, Argentina. But I think if you are Argentina, you probably want to try and get the general play happening a bit further up the pitch from their point of view. That Argentina have having to do a lot of defending and sitting back a fair bit. And Switzerland have had some nice moments going forward, but Argentina are going to try and find a way to get Switzerland moving back a bit. Switzerland again back in possession of the ball on the halfway line. So possession stats certainly will be swinging the way of Switzerland at this stage, won't they? Scotty says Switzerland a bit toothless in the final third, though. They are a little bit, aren't they? That's all that they're lacking, really. There's been a lot of great work. But in the final third, they're going to need some quality or something to unlock this Argentina defence. Long switch of play, sails out of play there for Switzerland. So yeah, they can't really afford to be making any sort of errors like that. And yeah, they got to find a little bit of quality when they do get to the final third. They're just missing that final pass, or that cross early went well out of play. They can't afford these sorts of errors. So throw in Switzerland in a good position. Rodriguez, throw-in's cut off and cleared away. So Argentina, I think will be content to see this 1-goal lead through to the halftime break. Argentina defending in sort of a 4-4-2 defensive shape, if you like. A midfield four for Argentina of De Paul, Paredes, Fernandez, and McAllister, who's over on the left now. They're staying pretty compact. And there's just not a lot of space going forward for Switzerland. They're really struggling to find any sort of breathing room in the final third. Bit of movement. as we speak. Switzerland trying to work it through. Zacharias got on the end of it. And he's given away a free kick. So well done, Argentina, who are doing a lot of defensive work, scrambling well, covering the space, maintaining this clean sheet so far. So for Switzerland, it's like, do they have another gear to go to? Will they have to look to substitutes in this second half? It's interesting. They've just shown the match momentum graphic on the broadcast, and it's quite incredible. Argentina have barely had any sort of attacking moves, any sort of momentum in the game. Switzerland, it's mostly red. They've had most of the momentum. Feels about right too. And again, since Argentina scored, they haven't really gotten forward at all. Free kick. There we go. Bolo's just won a free kick here. So Switzerland are getting the set pieces, man. They're getting the set pieces in promising positions. The set pieces, unfortunately for them, just not resulting in anything, hey? Happy to take the set piece short and build up patiently once again. Switzerland, we haven't got long. Oh, that's a poor giveaway, and Bolo's just giving it straight to DePaul again. They can't afford to make these errors because here come Argentina. They're almost in behind. Alvarez, Akanji, and Fernandez was almost there, but that's the perfect example, folks. It's just a lapse of concentration, and Argentina were almost in behind. And if you are Switzerland, you cannot afford to concede a second goal at this stage. So Argentina dropping fairly deep here. Switzerland building through Xhaka. They're stretching the pitch quite well here, Switzerland. Rodriguez down the left. Forward pass is good for So. Ooh, it's a risky challenge. Yeah, I think Paredes got that wrong. And it's the second time today, I reckon, that Paredes has just misjudged the challenge. And again, coming in from behind. So another risky tackle there by Paredes. And that's a free kick for me. I don't think he's got the ball there. And this is a great free kick opportunity now for Switzerland. Outside the edge of the box, out wide. Scotty says that should be a yellow card. I mean, considering the earlier foul as well for Paredes. Yeah, I wouldn't have been opposed to a yellow card in that situation. So I don't think the yellow card was shown, but it's a free kick for Switzerland in a great position. Got to try and find an attacker here. Argentina have defended the set piece as well so far. Got to try and find someone. This is a huge opportunity late in the first half for Switzerland. Rita and Fröhler standing over it. Fröhler's going to send it in. I mean, what do you say with that? Fröhler clearly going for goal there with that effort, but just way too much elevation on it. Unfortunately for Fröhler, he'll be very disappointed with that. But from Fröhler, he was well wide of the goal there, well wide. It was wide and it was high. Lionel Messi's currently having some words with the referee. The conversation is continuing here. Lionel Messi seemingly speaking to the referee here, maybe not happy with something. But again, so far, like Switzerland have had a lot of possession. They've been controlling things and they've had the momentum. But yeah, man, they're lacking their quality. A free kick in a great position, and Fröhler just sends it high and wide, and you can't afford to do that. There's a little bit of afters here as Paredes has gone down, and Bolo a little bit late with the challenge, and there's some conversations between players in the centre circle. I don't think Argentina were too pleased with that contact from Mbolo late on Paredes. It's a yellow card, actually. There you go. Troy says this game's getting a little nasty. Yeah, I mean, oh look, I don't think there's much in it from Mbolo, to be honest. Like, yeah, it's a foul. It's late, but he's. I don't think there's any malice in it. Like I think he was coming in just to try and close him down as quickly as possible, and obviously made some contact. I think a yellow card's probably a fair result. It was late, but it wasn't. It wasn't particularly dangerous or anything. But there is certainly a lot of competitive spirit in this game, of course. A quarter-final. Everything's on the line here. It's just the 1-goal lead for Argentina. So, half-time on the way. Haven't had a ton of stoppages in this first half. Obviously, the hydration break, so we may only have a couple minutes added on at the end of this first half here. Maybe 3 minutes added on. Obviously, we have the goal as well. Another free kick. Dude, this has been a real stop-start game, hasn't it, folks? There's been lots of fouls. Martinez has been held back here by Mbolo, and Mbolo's not happy. I reckon he's asking for the yellow card here. And I think yellow card probably would have been a good call there, because Mbolo was being held back. 4 minutes of time added on at the end of this first half, folks. Thanks for joining us for this live watch along today. If you haven't done so already, hit the like button. And you can consider checking out the memberships, or you can send in a super chat to support the channel. Argentina with a 1-goal lead. 4 minutes added on at the end of this first half. Scotty, I kind of agree. I mean, I don't know about Miles. Scotty says France look miles better than any other team. I have been impressed with Spain. I think they've looked good. Argentina have looked really good at times in this tournament. But I do think France have looked the best of this tournament so far. I do agree with that. And I do think France will win this competition. I do think so. Alrighty, Switzerland. What have they got here at the end of the first half? What can they create? Troy says, I decided to get back into FC 26 after months away from it. I'm doing a random career mode. I always have crazy ideas. This time I've made Estonia United FC. Wow. And signed a few Estonian players. I love that. That's great. Just like picking sort of a random smaller country there. And that's a fun idea there, Troy. I like that. Estonia. Tell you what, I don't think I could name a single Estonian footballer. Who is Estonia's top footballer? That's so niche. Free kick Argentina in the forward half. Argentina, to be fair, really haven't had too many sights on goal this game. They've got the goal through McAllister. They haven't really needed to do all that much attacking because they do lead, but yeah, I'm sure Argentina probably would have wanted some more chances going forward. But I think Argentina seem to be pretty happy to see this lead through to halftime. Is that going to be a free kick? Tagliafico has drawn the contact from So, and it's another foul. Goodness me, folks, we're going to have to look at the foul stats at halftime because it feels like every 60 seconds there is a free kick. This has been a very physical game. There's been free kicks left, right, and center. This game has just felt so stop-start just because every minute it just feels like it's a foul. And have we only got the one yellow card so far? One or two yellow cards? And Bowler picked up a yellow card a moment ago. I can't remember if there was one previous to that. But at this rate, there could be a few yellow cards on the way in the second half if this continues. So a minute remaining before halftime here. Argentina coming forward. Dude, if Argentina score here at the end of this first half, they grab a second. That's going to be enormous. That could see them through for sure. To Switzerland, I think they just have to hold on here at the end of this first half. Cannot afford to concede. Nice play. Just comes unstuck though for Argentina. So this has been a really fascinating game. It really has, because again, they were showing us that match momentum graphic on the broadcast, and it's like it's almost all red. It's like Switzerland have had so much of the ball and so many. another foul, folks. Another free kick. It's heavy contact in Ndoye, and Switzerland aren't happy with it. Again, folks, like I've been saying, every minute there's just a foul, foul, foul. Ndoye, heavy contact from Molina. Definitely a free kick in my eyes. Wow. Marcus says, Lockie, surely you should do an Aussie Road to Glory to the UEFA Champions League and World Cup and FC26. That could be fun, yeah. G'day, Teo. Welcome. Yes, I'm aware that I am on Jamie Fussel's video. Very cool to be involved in that. It is a bit scrappy, isn't it, Scotty? It is. There's been so many fouls. It's been so physical. So coming to the end of this first half here, was that not a foul? Was that not a free kick a moment ago for Switzerland? I thought it was. Anyway. So it's Argentina who have the lead at the break, but there is a lot of competitive spirit in this game. There's a whole lot of tension on the field, and I think it's really bubbling, and it could continue to bubble away into this second half. But after the first 45 minutes of football, it's Argentina with a 1-goal lead in the 10th minute. McAllister scoring off the corner. Lionel Messi with a fantastic delivery off the set piece, and brilliant header there from McAllister. What else are we saying here in the live chat? Great to see everyone joining us here today. Troy says, I love their flag because it's blue, black and white like Cronulla Sharks. They have a good young goalkeeper who is with Arsenal. Oh, yes. That sounds familiar. Karl Jakob Hein, currently with Werder Bremen. Oh, there you go. That name does sound familiar, actually. Scotty says not a great half of football. It wasn't the best half of football, Scotty. I agree. It was a really sort of tight tussle between both teams. At the halftime break here, folks, wow, goodness me. According to FOTMob, incredible. So we haven't had a single shot since the hydration break for either team. Because I remember at the hydration break, we said it. It was for both teams. It's the same shot stats. 3 shots, 1 on target for both teams. Wow. So not many efforts at goal at all in this game so far. Switzerland, according to FOTMob, have had 57% possession. Argentina with 43. Let's look at the fouls. Goodness me. According to FOTMob, Switzerland have committed 12 fouls. Argentina have committed 7 fouls. Wow. Yellow cards, just the 1 yellow card so far. That went to Switzerland striker Breel Embolo for that late contact on Paredes, late in the half. But how about that? So I've had 19 fouls all up. 19 fouls combined. And just 1 yellow card for 19 fouls. Choice is boring so far. It's been a little bit dull in regards to chances. Hey, Switzerland had that shot on target from range, but that was straight at Martinez. Obviously, the only quality coming from the goal. McAllister, that fantastic flicked on header. But this game is at a real stalemate. We're in a real sort of arm wrestle. I mean, I say stalemate, but like Argentina are just happy just to hold on to this lead at the moment, seemingly. And again, Argentina not necessarily creating the most free-flowing attacking chances. Argentina just the 3 shots in that first half and the 1 on target being the goal. But folks, I mean, this game will surely sort of really open up in the second half because obviously Switzerland have to go for it here. What do Switzerland do? How can they turn this around? Scotty says Messi must have the lowest distance covered per game in the tournament. He just pops up when he's needed. Still the GOAT though. That's the thing. Hey, like sometimes you can go. Like, you won't see him for a while in games, but then, yeah, he'll just pop up and just show his quality. And that's why he's so good, man. He just, out of nowhere, he just shows up and delivers so often for his team. I want to look at the substitutes for both sides, but especially Switzerland here. Who have they got that could come on here in regards to attacking players? We've got Amdouni, Vargas could come on, Okafor as well. Yeah, okay. I mean, Vargas, I could see him coming on. Vargas is a winger. He currently plays his club football with Sevilla in Spain. Ruben Vargas could come on. It's a shame that Manzambi's out, not involved, because I've been really impressed with Johan Manzambi, the 20-year-old attacking players look very good. at this tournament so far, but he is out. For Argentina as well, I mean, they got so much quality even on the bench as well. Martinez could come on as well. Lautaro Martinez. Barco Almada as well, who started early in this tournament. Gonzalez could come on. Lo Celso. And they've got some good defensive options there, of course. Otamendi, the experienced defender. So lots of options there for Argentina to see out this lead. But I'll tell you what, if you are Argentina, you do not want to sit back at this stage. You want to go for that second goal, I reckon. But that's the thing. At this stage in the game now, heading to the second half, I think, like if Argentina get the second from here, I think it's done. I think it's done. Switzerland just haven't shown their quality in the front third. Again, there's been crosses that have gone wide, free kicks that have gone wide. They're not creating the chances that they need to be creating. They are struggling in that department. It's a big few weeks coming up in Australian football as well, folks. We've got the Australia Cup getting underway this week. Very much looking forward to that. Got our A-League teams in action over the coming weeks. The Australia Cup round of 32 taking place over the space of just over 2 weeks, I believe. And of course, we've got there's a bunch of big friendly matches taking place in Australia as well. Chelsea and Tottenham, the English Premier League sides, are coming over to Australia later in the month for friendly games. Anyone heading to those games, let me know. Got some Italian sides heading over too, aren't they? So some quality teams heading over to Australia for some pre-season visits. And of course, we are looking forward to the Socceroos friendly matches against Brazil in a couple months' time in September, and then the A-League season is set to get underway in October. Of course, we'll be covering a whole bunch of that stuff here on the channel. So, after today, it's a few days off. It's a few days break for these teams before getting underway for the semi-finals. The semi-finals taking place midweek. We've already got one of those lined up. France versus Spain. It feels so tricky to call. I am going to lean the way of France, though. I just think they've got the star power, France. They've got the star power, because even if Mbappe is having a quiet game, they've got Dembele who could step up, or Barcola, or Doué, or Elise. There's just especially in attack there, and in defence and in midfield, there's quality all over the pitch for France. So I think they're going to go all the way, man. I really do think so. Scotty says, I was in the stands that game Palmer did that insane free kick against Brighton a couple of seasons ago. One of the best goals I've ever seen in person. He got a hat-trick in that game. That would have been an unreal experience, Scotty. Yeah, Stamford Bridge. Love it. They're showing the first half highlights on the broadcast, but I can tell you what, there weren't necessarily too many first half highlights. Quite incredible, both teams with just 3 shots and 1 on target in that first half. But again, it's just the story of the game has been all the fouls. 19 fouls already in that first half. Feels like there should have maybe been a couple more yellow cards in that first half in the second half. I'm sure we'll see a handful of yellow cards if this continues trending in this direction. And the question for Switzerland is, do they make any changes at the halftime break here? Do they look to make any alterations to try and change the flow of this game? The XG, wow, they've just shown the XG on the broadcast, and that sums it up. So Argentina's XG, 0.13, and for Switzerland, 0.08. Goodness me. So, hey, well done to Argentina for scoring there. That goal was a low XG goal there from McAllister. Brilliant flicked on header. But there you go, Switzerland, who have had a lot of the ball, just a few efforts towards goal. Their XG is 0.08. So that really tells you the story, doesn't it? They're just nowhere near finding the goal right now, Switzerland. So something does have to change for them. I wonder if that means maybe a change of shape. I wouldn't be surprised if we see a substitute at halftime, because it needs to change for Switzerland. It does need to change. Look, I think if you're Switzerland, you're probably happy that, if you look at the stats, you're happy that you've limited Argentina to just 3 efforts at goal. But at the same time, I mean, you could look at it that way, but you could also look at it in regards to, like, Argentina haven't necessarily needed to attack all that much. Interesting. Wow, they've cut on the broadcast. They've cut live to the Tumbalong Park live site in Sydney, where I was. I was at Tumbalong Park in Sydney for the live site for the Paraguay-Australia game. We did a vlog for that as well, which you can check out on the channel. I had to get down there and experience the live site for myself. And of course, we were here doing live watch-alongs for all the other Socceroos games. Just over a week now, until just over a week ago, we did the live watch-along for the Australia-Egypt game. And we put out a video yesterday reacting to your Socceroos hot takes, which was a fun video to put together. I put out the call for your Socceroos hot takes, and we picked out a bunch of them to discuss in the video yesterday. So if you haven't checked it out, consider doing that if you are interested in checking that out. Because look, there was a lot of takes that people had a lot of the same takes, which was interesting to see, talking especially about Nestor Irankunda and maybe some criticism of head coach Tony Popovich and some of his decision making. And looking forward to the Asian Cup as well. I think there's a lot of expectation on Australia and the Asian Cup next year. Really have to perform there at that tournament with this exciting group of players that Australia now has. We really have to deliver at the Asian Cup next year. And I think we will. We certainly have the potential. As we know, Tony Popovich is continuing on as Socceroos head coach. That was confirmed before the World Cup even got underway. So Papa, huge tournament coming up for him and Australia at the Asian Cup next year. And we'll definitely do plenty of coverage on that tournament here on the channel next year. Looking forward to it though, man, because this team, obviously at the World Cup, even though Australia, we're feeling a little bit disappointed that we weren't able to progress further. This World Cup was really good. There's some great performances from so many of these young players. Paul Okoneksler, who's just recently secured a move to Germany. Lucas Harrington, Chikati was very good. Volpato, great to see him make his debut for the Socceroos. So there's a lot to be excited about, I think. That a lot of these young players would have taken, it was a big sort of learning, big lessons to take away from this World Cup from an Australian point of view. And that's why it's so exciting, this Asian Cup now. Our next major tournament is just 6 months away. And these players are going to be hungry for success, man. They're going to be so hungry for success. So I don't think I've ever been more excited for an Asian Cup, aside from when we hosted it 11 years ago. This is probably the most excited I've been for the Socceroos at an Asian Cup, because it really feels like we can go for it. Australia are one of the top nations in Asia, one of the highest ranked teams in Asia. Of course, it's going to be tough. There's so many nations across Asia are developing so well. But the Socceroos have a chance to maybe dominate games a little bit at the Asian Cup next year. So that's what I'm most looking forward to, Australia getting a chance to maybe show a little bit more of our attacking abilities at that Asian Cup next year. Jordy Boss, of course, the big news coming out overnight. Jordan Boss undergoing surgery recently, set to miss possibly the first 3 months of the season, according to reports. Which is, I guess, good news that he's not going to miss the Asian Cup. Hopefully, he's able to return to the park and build some form for that Asian Cup next year. Scotty says Papa will park the bus against Tajikistan. I mean, look, I reckon there's a chance that Australia change formation. I really do. I think because it's a completely different tournament. I wonder if Papa will be tempted to tweak things. I think this is the time. I think there's probably some pressure building on Papa because we've got so many exciting attacking players. This is the time. This is the time, Papa. Would love to see him make some tweaks, maybe go to a bit more of an attacking setup. We did a live stream a few days ago during the week, doing our full Socceroos World Cup review, and we talked there in that live chat about how maybe we could see things tweaked for the Socceroos in regards to how they set up formation-wise. Maybe is there a system where we can get more of our quality attacking players on the field at the same time? And look, hopefully we can get, hopefully the likes of Riley McGree and Lewis Miller are back for that Asian Cup next year for Australia. Those guys obviously missed the World Cup with injury. So the teams are returning to the field of play for this second half. This is it now for Switzerland. They've had a fantastic run at this tournament. It hasn't been easy, but they've got themselves all the way through here to the quarterfinals. Brilliant run for Switzerland. In the round of 32, they were pretty comfortable in that win over Algeria, and then in the round of 16, defeating Colombia on a penalty shootout. So they were able to overcome South American opposition in the round of 16 in their last game. But can they take on Argentina, one of the very top sides from South America? So keep an eye on whether Switzerland make any substitutions here. That's what I'm very curious to see as these teams take to the field once more for the second half. I think if you're Switzerland, you do need to see something different. You do need to see a tweak. So maybe there'll be a tactical shift here. A substitution changed. Because while they had a lot of the ball in that first half there, Switzerland, they were not finding the quality in the final third, and that is what's missing. And this is it now. Switzerland trail. They need the goal in the next 45 minutes. Otherwise, they are going home. And for Argentina, they are 45 minutes away now from continuing this run. Could they do it? Could they go all the way? Could they win consecutive World Cups? The winner of this game will play England in the semi-finals in a few days' time. All right, folks, here we go. What are your predictions for this second half? How is this game going to play out from here? Let us know in the live chat. Argentina 1, Switzerland 0. The second half is underway in Kansas City. If you haven't done so already, hit that like button. Support the channel, folks. Thanks for hanging out with us today. Great to see everyone joining us here as always. We'll be doing a bunch of live streams throughout this tournament. We're live for a few of Australia's games, of course. And we've done live. We've picked some good games to do live streams for, man. The live watch-alongs, we were doing Portugal-Croatia last week, which was a fantastic game. We did, what other big games did we do? Well, Mexico-England a few days ago was obviously a great game as well. Japan versus Tunisia. We did a live watch-along for Argentina's first game in this World Cup run against Algeria. Lionel Messi, superb in that game, of course. I think this is the first time we're doing a live watch-along for a Switzerland game in this tournament. Of course, we did a live watch-along for Switzerland versus Australia, which took place a week before the tournament. World Cup warm-up game. So, how does this second half play out? Who goes for it here? Who is going to take control? And will we see this game explode into life? Because, again, it feels like this game, there's a lot of tension to it. It's been a real arm wrestle. Argentina have the lead, but we're sort of stuck in this weird stalemate, you know what I mean? Where, like, we're not really seeing any chances at all. And it's just been a whole lot of fouls. Here comes Switzerland. Reader with a shot. That's blocked. And comfortably into the arms of goalkeeper Martinez. So, we're in this weird sort of stalemate, folks. This weird sort of arm wrestle where no one is really budging. But Argentina, I think they'll be pretty content. They've got the lead on the scoreboard. This is the most important thing. Switzerland have won a free kick. Scotty says, I hope we see more actual football in this second half. I agree, mate. I agree. Hopefully we do. This is it now for Switzerland, isn't it? They have to go for it. And for Argentina, I wonder if they are going to try and find this second goal early in this second half, just to give themselves that extra little buffer. So, free kick time for Switzerland. Their first half set pieces were very, very poor, in all honesty. Rita and Frula standing over this one. Rita's going to send this one in. Delivery's a bit too deep. It's straight into the gloves of Martinez. So again, another example of a set piece that's just not gone to plan there for Switzerland. lacking that quality there, unfortunately. So Argentina, they only had 3 efforts at goal in the first half. 1 on target. Of course, that on target effort ended in a goal. Lovely header by Alexis McAllister, giving Argentina the lead. They're pushing high up the park here. And Argentina have won it back with a throw-in. If I'm Argentina, I'm going to go for. I would be going for it here for the next 10 minutes. Try and get the second goal. Early in the second half, still a lot of time to go. Try and find Messi a little bit more. Try and get your attackers a bit involved and get this second goal, because at this stage in the second half now, in this quarterfinal, a second goal here, a 2-goal lead could be enough. Well, unless, of course, we remember what happened in the Argentina-Egypt game. Egypt had that 2-goal lead, and Argentina managed to came back in that game. But that's a great pass, great chance here for Argentina, and that shot. I imagine Molina's probably regretting that decision. I think when he made the shot, he probably was like, oh, that was probably the wrong move there. It was a great play. Messi threw a ball for Molina and should have found a teammate there in the middle, but went for that early strike and sailed wide. But there we go. I think Argentina there already in the second half showing just a little bit more ambition maybe to get that second goal compared to what we saw for a lot of that first half. Oh my gosh, here's a great chance for Switzerland. They're in behind. This is huge. And Doi. Oh my goodness, the flag is up. Oh, wow. Martinez celebrates because he came in with a challenge. Lissandro Martinez has been unreal in this game so far. But the offside flag is up. A great chance. Oh, dude, I tell you what, it was close. I think Ebola probably was just offside. But pretty crazy how they got him behind there, Switzerland. But Lissandro Martinez has been sensational in this game. He was offside, but that sliding challenge was brilliantly timed. But there you go. While it was offside, again, just another little warning sign for Argentina there. Got to try and stay switched onto the back, because Switzerland do have the ability to get him behind like that. Argentina go long. Oh, ball is falling to the feet of Messi. Here comes Messi. Still going. That's good defending, though. Valverde's just poked it away. Argentina. Again, looked good for a moment there. But Switzerland. Is this game already opening up a little bit? That's a poor giveaway. Now back with Argentina. This is Alvarez. Oh, I loved the idea. He was looking for that overlapping run, but the shot comes in, deflected for a corner. Alvarez, nice little moment there. Corner, Argentina, and this is danger time for Switzerland because, of course, it was Argentina who scored from a corner in the first half. So, Switzerland need to stay switched on defensively here. Messi, of course, will make the delivery. Can he find McAllister again, or will Switzerland have learned their lesson from the first half here? Messi's corner. A second goal would be huge for Argentina. McAllister is at that near post once more. Fernandez it is who gets the flicked header on, but nowhere near goal. Really interesting, man. I mean, Argentina not necessarily known for their aerial ability. Like, they're not the tallest team at this tournament. But in their corners, man, Argentina have been getting on the end of these corners. If I'm Switzerland, I'm pretty disappointed with some of that defending from these set pieces, not clearing them away. Again, while it was a brilliant header from McAllister, I think Switzerland could have done a whole lot better with their defending from that set piece in the first half. Who will go through to play England? Tell you what, at this rate, of course, it'll be Argentina. And wouldn't that be a fascinating game? England, Argentina in the semi-finals. That feels tricky to predict. My early prediction for France-Spain is France, I think, to go through it. But I mean, both semi-finals are going to be so close. I think France do pull through against Spain. But Argentina-England, the prospect of Argentina versus England, it feels really tricky to pick a winner there. Cross comes in for Argentina. Straight to the hands of Cobel, but that was a dangerous ball from DePaul. England-Argentina. That's going to be such a fascinating game. I don't know who to pick there. I really don't. World Cup X, welcome to the live chat, mate. Good to see you here. Hope you're doing well. Argentina, who are having to do a lot of defending in that first half after taking the lead. But Argentina in the second half so far have shown a little bit more attacking adventure. They haven't been afraid to get forward and try and create some more opportunities. Switzerland cannot afford to concede. Again. Martinez. They've got Switzerland pinned back here. Argentina. The slow build for the reigning world champions. Switzerland win it back. Ndoye with his pace. They've got to get Dan Ndoye on the ball a whole lot more, and that's a great challenge. Christian Romero has just perfectly timed that defensive intervention and stopped Dan Ndoye and his progress. Whoop, Switzerland win it back high at the park. This is a chance. It's So with the delivery. Comes through to Ndoye. It falls for Xhaka. Just get the shot away. Come on. Ndoye. Oh, come on. Great opportunity there for Switzerland. Huge opportunity. There is a player down for Argentina. Paredes is down. What a chance that was for Switzerland. It just felt like they needed to go for the strike there. Dan Ndoye and Xhaka. No one wanted to take the strike. And eventually it was just blocked. Wow. Switzerland in slow motion. It's a bit like that, isn't it, Scotty? So they're showing the replays there, and I think we can see why Paredes was pulled up a little bit sore, making that block just a little bit of a follow-through in the end from Ndoye. But again, they're showing us that replay. Like, Ndoye, I wonder if he could have taken that cross first time. I don't know, man. Switzerland, they've got another level to go to. They're just not quite finding it today. The quality's not there for them today, unfortunately. And for Switzerland, wouldn't be surprised if we see some substitutions sooner than later. They're going to make a change. Because they're getting into the areas. They're finding the dangerous spaces, but lacking the goals, lacking the opportunities. The genuine scoring opportunities. Emiliano Martinez has had a pretty comfortable game so far. So Paredes is back on his feet and looks set to continue. So Switzerland building. Left-hand side. Ndoye. That's a corner. It is. Or is it? No, it's a goal kick. Okay. Big call. I think that's the correct call, actually. Looked like it did come off Ndoye in the end there. Welcome back says, I wanted to add my comment on how Graham Arnold's team played better than Popovic's. I thought as we got 2 wins with Arnold and played Argentina off the park compared to getting only 1 win. Yeah, there's like different ways to look at it. And yeah, when you put it that way, mate, I mean, obviously 2 wins in that 2022 World Cup was a great achievement for Australia. Wins against Tunisia and Denmark. Absolutely fantastic result for Australia at that tournament. So when you put it that way, that is true. That is true. And we did take Argentina all the way in that match. And we took Egypt all the way, of course, in that game as well. But yeah, it felt like we could have won that Egypt game in the end on another day if things, maybe we'd seen things set up a little bit differently for Australia. So I think there certainly is an argument to suggest that the 2022 World Cup was a bit more of a success for Australia. And look, it was interesting. We were doing a lot of discussion actually over recent weeks in various live streams talking about, which World Cup squad for Australia is stronger. Is it 2022, 2026 for the Socceroos? Which squad is better? And it feels like a lot of people agree that 2026 feels stronger. I think our current World Cup squad, we had some really good individual player performances. So it's it's frustrating that we didn't go one game further. We weren't able to win that knockout stage game. What could have been? What could have been for Australia? World Cup X says, sure, the team on paper was better in 2026, but we lost to Egypt and USA. Not like it was Spain or anything, but that's my opinion. Yeah, that's true. That's true. And look, the 0-0 draw with Paraguay on another day, we could have won that game if we had a little bit more quality in the final third. Yeah. I think there's certainly a solid argument to suggest that 2022 was a better performance in the end for Australia. Switzerland building once more. And we've seen a lot of this in this game so far, where they've managed to pin Argentina back a little bit in their own half, but where are the chances going to come from? Rodriguez with the delivery. Oh, it's Mbolo. Oh, it's a good save. That is the best chance of the game so far for Switzerland. There wasn't a ton of power on the header from Mbolo, but the delivery from Rodriguez was good. And credit to Mbolo for winning that aerial duel. Lissandro Martinez had his arms around him. And again, not the greatest amount of power on that header, but Martinez just had to stretch just to get to that. So that's probably going to go down as Switzerland's best chance of the game so far. It was on target too, wasn't it? After an hour of football, it's Argentina still with that 1-goal lead. A goal in the 10th minute through Alexis McAllister. Lionel Messi with the assist. But I'll tell you what, folks, the second half is starting to open up a little bit more. We're starting to see some more openings in the final thirds. We're starting to see some more efforts on goal. The stats have just been shown on the broadcast. Argentina, 6 attempts at goal, 1 on target. Switzerland, 6 attempts on goal, 2 on target. So it's been pretty even. It has been quite even, folks. But both teams sort of cancelling each other out at this stage. And for Switzerland, they're getting closer. That header from Mbolo is a good sign there that Switzerland are capable. And the encouraging point to make if you're a Switzerland fan is the fact that it is just still 1-0, and that's a free kick. So is just heavy contact in the back of Tagliafico. It's just the 1-goal lead for Argentina. All it takes is one moment. Is all it takes to equalise. But first, Switzerland have to make sure they do not concede a second goal, because if that happens, with about half an hour to go in this game, it could be over. Argentina. Interesting choice. Paredes going for the long sleeves in this game, considering how hot it is in Kansas City tonight. So Lionel Messi's going to send in this free kick. It's a fair way out here. Let's see if Argentina can find someone here. Can they find this second goal? So many Argentina. Look at the crowd. There's just so many Argentina jerseys in the crowd. So many Argentina fans in the stands for this one. Messi sends it in. Away by Switzerland. They can break here. They're going to find the pass. This is nice from Mbolo. Oh, and it's away. Ndoye's down the left. The counter-attack is certainly on here. Defender's getting back. Ndoye around the defender. It's a corner. It's a corner. That was better. That was much better. Great run from Mbolo. He managed to break through the middle and got that pass through for Ndoye. It's an interesting one, isn't it, Scotty? Scotty says this is a boring game of football, strange for a game with so much at stake. It's been a strange one, hasn't it? Yeah. And Scotty also says, finally some speed in attack, been missing all game on both sides. That's right. So the corner comes in, headed away. I think it was McAllister again, who's just been... How many headers has it been now for McAllister? He's not known for his heading abilities, but Alexis McAllister has been the key player for Argentina at set pieces in attack and defense. Sorry. Switzerland on the attack once more. Where is this pass? Where is this cross? Where is this moment of quality for Switzerland? Where is it going to come from? Who will step up? I think Dan Ndoye's been good. I think Embolo's worked really hard. Got to try, maybe try and get Xhaka a bit more involved in the game. He's capable of creating something as well. Bit of space off the left-hand side. Frula. Slow build for Switzerland. But again, Scotty, yeah, it was great to see that little burst of pace a moment ago. Oh, here's a chance. Maybe. Mbolo trying to hold it up. Ndoye, edge of the box. There's just so many defenders there for Argentina. Rodriguez on the left. He's crossing it in. It's flicked on. Oh, great chance. It's a good save by Martinez. And it's Dan Ndoye's header that forced the save. And again, another good goal-scoring opportunity for Switzerland there. They're getting closer. It's getting closer for Switzerland. Still a long time to go, but look at how deep Argentina is sitting, man. Look at how deep they're sitting. This is getting a little bit worrying for Argentina, I reckon. Xhaka's gone from range. Oh my goodness, he's forced a good save out of Martinez. Got behind it well there, Emiliano Martinez, because Xhaka, goodness me, that was on. That was aiming for the bottom corner. He was like 30 metres out. And the strike had some power on it. So, Switzerland, well and truly, have had more shots at goal in this game compared to Argentina. And we're starting to see a little bit more quality. Dan Ndoye, close with his header. Xhaka from range on target. Martinez is having to work a little bit more in goals now. He had a pretty cruisy first half. Pretty chill first half for Martinez, but in this second half, he's had to be a little bit more involved. Mbolo. He's gone down. No free kick. Martinez, good defending. Interesting there. Lisandro Martinez has just passed that up the field to no one. It's very bizarre how Argentina are just seemingly just really holding on here. Argentina are finding it difficult to break forward and maintain possession. And again, Switzerland, a lot of possession, a lot of territory. Here's Rodriguez. Oh, it's through for Ndoye. This is a great chance. Oh, it's a goal. They've got it. Dan Ndoye has made the breakthrough. It's 1-1. That is huge. Well, it was coming. And he was the man that we've been talking about all game for Switzerland, Dan Ndoye, with a superb goal. Sliding it through, brilliant play with Rodriguez on the left, and Dan Ndoye has made it 1-1. This game has been flipped on its head. And as Scotty says in the live chat, that was coming. It certainly was. The warning signs were there. Ndoye had a header on target moments ago. Great play down the left. It was the give and go. It was Ndoye for Rodriguez and poked it through, and that's a brilliant finish. It's a great goal from Dan Ndoye. Love that goal. Love that finish. And Argentina, who have been defensively so good in this game so far. have finally conceded, and it is 1-1. Switzerland have been lacking the quality in front of goal, but this second half, we've seen some improvements. This game is really starting to spring to life now. Wow. Incredible. We're going to have the hydration break in just a moment, you would expect. But the 67th minute, it is 1-1. The goal for Dan and Doy in the 67th minute there. Incredible. Quite incredible. And Switzerland have been in control for a lot of this game. A little bit of commotion here. Oh, well, a little bit unnecessary. Brillambolo's gone rolling off the field of play. It's a yellow card for Paredes. Switzerland players aren't happy. Fruller's not happy with something as well. Fruller's really not happy with Paredes. Wanting to continue this. Paredes has picked up a yellow card. It's been coming. Paredes has been amongst the fouls quite a lot. I want to see the replay. And Bolo, so was he clipped there? Maybe he's just slightly clipped. I'm not sure why Brillambolo had to roll 10 meters off the field of play, but it's a yellow card for Paredes. And again, there was some fouls from Paredes in that first half, so it feels like that yellow card was coming. But again, this game is really bubbling now, folks. It's 1-1. What's going on here? The referees... Is there going to be a VAR check here? There's going to be a VAR check here. What's going on here? No clue what this is for, but there is a VAR check for something. What are they going to check for here, folks? Is there a possible red? What is it? Oh, mistaken identity. I mean, the replays don't look good for Brillambolo. The replay is showing that there was... Brillambolo has initiated contact here. Mistaken identity. Can they do this for a yellow card, though? I thought they can only do the mistaken identity if they've given the yellow card to the wrong person. I mean, the yellow... Look, it shouldn't have been a foul. It shouldn't have been a yellow card for Paredes. But the decision was made and the yellow card was shown to Paredes. He's involved in the incident. Can they make a... They're not allowed to do this, right? Like, you can't make a VAR call. They're debating whether it should be a yellow card or not. This is ridiculous, isn't it? So they're wasting all this time to make a VAR call to decide whether it's a yellow card or not. This is bizarre. Never seen this before. Scotty's saying 10 out of 10 dive. The replays do not look good for Brillambolo. He's certainly initiated the contact and he was going down before the contact was even made. So maybe the decision here... So the yellow card... Oh, no, he's off! Oh, oh my goodness. Brillambolo has just been shown a second yellow card. Switzerland are furious. Switzerland are furious. There are... Coaching staff are on the field of play as we speak. What do you make of that? Switzerland have erupted in frustration. Brillambolo is having to be contained right now. I tell you what, folks. Looking at the replays, I think I agree with the call. It's simulation, right? It's simulation. But goodness me, Brillambolo, who is seemingly in tears and being dragged off the field of play. This is incredible scenes. It is unprecedented. Wow. This is going to send shockwaves through the world of football, folks, what we are witnessing right here. Yellow card for a VAR check for mistaken identity. And usually we see that for like that's only been recently brought in, and it's if maybe they've given the yellow card to the wrong player, the wrong team, the wrong player, like on the same team, right? But can they even do this? Where, see, this is getting really cloudy now, because can they make that call? Because it's not like the referee's given the yellow card to the wrong Argentina player. He's gone ahead and, well, I assume he's now withdrawn the yellow card for Paredes, which I think is the right call. It wasn't a foul, and it was a dive for Mbolo. I feel like that was pretty clear to see. But in that VAR call, can you go as far as to take the yellow card off Paredes and then give it for... It's not about mistaken identity anymore. It's not about they've given the yellow card to the wrong Argentina player. You are now making a call about a dive, about a second yellow... I don't know, man. It feels really murky. It doesn't feel right. Anyway, it's a big controversial moment in this game. Marcus says this is lunacy. Fire Doggies in live chat says was a dive, but when have they ever done any of the process before? Incredible. It is crazy. It is crazy indeed, Rayside. Beyond the Yellow, welcome to the live chat, mate. Good to see you here, dude. Afternoon Legend. Correct outcome, but never seen VAR used for that before. Yeah, it's just unreal. I mean, there was a whole lot of confusion when the VAR call was made. We were like, what is this for? And then they said mistaken identity. And again, like, someone correct me if I'm mistaken, but that's for like if they give a yellow card to like the wrong player and it's like, oh, it's actually, this player, like on the same team. But in that VAR call, look, I think it was a dive from Mbolo and simulation. So I think I think Mbolo probably deserved a yellow card, but I have an issue with using VAR in that scenario. Referee made his call on the field. He thought it was a foul and gave the yellow card to Paredes. That call was incorrect. But the call was made. Incorrect calls are made on the field all the time. But to use that VAR check to judge Bril Mbolo's play there and to say he's made a dive, can you use the VAR for that to judge simulation? I don't know, man. I don't know. I mean, it's getting a bit out of control now. I don't know. It doesn't sit right with me. Scotty says it's a yellow card offence, but VAR shouldn't be called for that. So dodgy, says Scotty. Tangies says it's sus. Good to see you here as well, mate. Beyond the Yellow says, doesn't matter, mate. It's coming home anyway. Well, who will it be? Argentina or Switzerland? Because, yeah, the winner of this game will be taking on England. England getting that 2-1 win over Norway earlier today. Is it coming home for England? Wow. So, we're currently in the hydration break, and for Switzerland now, they have to play the rest of this game with just 10 players. Oh, my goodness. I tell you what, man. Like, if that happened to Australia, I think we would all be, like, fuming. We would all be utterly fuming. This live stream would be... I don't even know what would be happening, but I usually stay pretty calm during live streams, but I'd be losing the plot. If this was happening to Australia, I would be losing the plot. Switzerland fans, I'm sure, are just in absolute bewilderment about what has happened here. It doesn't feel right. Again, I will reiterate. I think it is simulation. I think Bril Mbolo made a mistake there. I think he made the dive, and he was already on a yellow, so it was a really risky move there by Mbolo. The referee made the decision, and to use VAR in that instance there just doesn't feel right. And yeah, I don't know, man. We're gonna have to look at the rule books. We're gonna have to break this down. Goodness me, we've had the hydration break, and there's only 13 minutes left till we enter injury time. So this hydration break has come very, very late in the second half. I think we've seen some substitutions as well. Nico Gonzalez is on for Argentina. So Switzerland have to recompose themselves here. Switzerland have to recompose themselves and just focus on the task at hand here. It's 1-1. Switzerland are 1-1 with Argentina. This is a huge position for Switzerland to be in. They've managed to come back into this game. Great goal from Ndoye. It's 1-1. At this rate, we're going to have a lot of injury time, and we could be destined for extra time as well, folks. But the most important thing here, the scoreline, it is 1-1. There is so much tension in this game. Just like, there's been so many fouls. We were talking about it at half time. It's just, in the first half alone, 19 fouls altogether. It must be around 30 fouls at this stage. Every couple of minutes, there's a free kick for a foul. There's been a real competitive spirit to this game. It's been tense. It's been tight. It's been really, really fiercely contested by both teams. So Switzerland, wow, Switzerland is seemingly defending at the moment with a back five. Looks like a 5-3-1 formation. Dan Ndoye playing as that most advanced player. In behind for Gonzalez. That's good goalkeeping by Kobel off his line. And now that it's been leveled to 1-1, folks, now it's all square. Will we see a bit more attacking play from Argentina? Because after they got that goal early in the game, they only had 3 efforts at goal in that first half. They haven't shown that much desire to get forward. They've been pretty content to hold on to their lead, but it's 1-1. And Argentina have the extra player. Switzerland, they have the ball in a forward position. Building in midfield. Let's see what Switzerland can do here. If they could get a goal, if Switzerland could grab a second goal here, it would be just absolute scenes. 10 minutes remain in regular time. Thanks for joining us for the live stream, folks. This is crunch time. This is crunch time. Who will pull through? Who will persevere? If you haven't done so already, hit the like button to support the channel. You can also check out the channel memberships that we've recently launched here on the channel. You can also consider sending in a super chat to support us here. Thanks everyone for hanging out with us today. Oh boy, as Troy says as well in the live chat, yeah, imagine if Switzerland score. Imagine. Could they do it, dude? It would be an almighty upset. Especially considering that now they are down a player. Poor giveaway there by Elvedi. Argentina. They have the quality. They've got Lionel Messi. Will they find the winner? Of course, Argentina had 2 very dramatic matches in this knockout stage so far. 3-2 victories over Cape Verde and Egypt. Against Egypt, they were trailing 2-0. And it was a truly heroic comeback to make it 3-2, to win. In regular time as well. It's 1-1. And Switzerland, I think, considering they're down a player, that they've dropped to what appears to be a back 5. I think for Switzerland, they're just looking to hold on from here. And of course, Switzerland did it a few days ago against South American opposition as well. A draw with Colombia. And Switzerland, well, they persevered in the penalty shootout to go through to this stage. But anything can happen from here. Cozy Platypus says, it would make it easier for England if Swiss win with the red card. That is true. Brill and Bolo, he would be ruled out for the next game with that red card. But as we know, at this tournament, we have seen the red card suspension overturned. So will we see this suspension overturned? We don't know, because we don't know what the rules are for that. So Argentina, unsurprisingly, in control of the ball, in control of possession, and starting to push Switzerland further and further back. Can they find Messi? Can they find a winner here in regular time to send them through to the semi-finals? It's Messi. He's ran into some traffic, and Jacques is going to bring it away. Switzerland just looking to survive now at this stage. Looking to stay into this game. Because if Argentina score here, it's done. Switzerland, they can't afford to concede. That's the priority now for Switzerland. It's defense. Leo, good to see you here, man. Says, come on, Switzerland. Scotty says, Argentina look pretty ordinary, to be honest. This hasn't been their best game. I think that's certainly a valid opinion. It certainly hasn't been their best game, Argentina. They haven't played to the best of their abilities. It's been a funny game. It has been a really strange game. It's been a real stalemate for a lot of this contest. And look, I tell you what, in the end, the 1-1 scoreline feels like a fair reflection of how this game has played out. Switzerland have had a lot of momentum in this match. This red card has obviously completely flipped things on its head now. But Argentina certainly haven't been at their best. I think we can all agree on that. They haven't been bad. Argentina haven't been bad. Oh, great ball over the top. It's Lionel Messi. Oh my goodness, what a chance. The offside flag is up anyway. Wow, dude. Lionel Messi in behind. Great ball over the top. And it was a very, very important offside flag there. Oh, I tell you what, folks. If that had been a goal, it may well have stood. Rodriguez was maybe keeping Messi on side there. But that's really good really good goalkeeping from Kobel, just to flap the hands up to block it away. Troy, member of the channel, says, but sometimes you do have to just hang on in games. It's not always going to be cruisy like France. Double change coming up for Argentina, Montiel and Lautaro Martinez coming on. Okay, so some more changes. Dude, there's a dude with a trombone in the stands. They've just shown it on the broadcast. There's an Argentina fan who's just got a full-on trombone. Like, not just like a little trumpet. He's got the full-on trombone. I don't think I've ever been to a football game where I've seen a trombone. You know? You guys know trombone. Like, that it's that long one where you slide, you know? That's awesome. Love it. Triple change for Switzerland. Goodness me. Fresh legs on the field. So, Ndoye and Rieder coming off. Wow, okay. So, goal scorer Dan Ndoye, who's been Switzerland's best player by far. He's coming off the field to play. So, it's Vidmar, Amdouni, and Muheim coming on. So, a couple defenders and an attacker coming on there for Switzerland. Probably a smart move here to bring on some fresh legs just to see out this result into extra time. That's right, Scotty. He must have got some inspiration from the Mariners brass band. Bring back the Mariners brass band, man. Bring back the Mariners brass band. They were so good. Mariners fans will remember it was about a decade ago when the brass band was a regular appearance at Mariners home games on the Central Coast. When are you planning on doing your next live stream? We are planning on doing the semi-finals. We are planning on doing the semi-finals and the final. Big games coming up, man. The World Cup, it's almost over. There's only a few games left. 4 games left after today. The semi-finals, third place playoff, and the final, of course. So, yeah. Troy says, I remember a Mariners game many years ago. There was a Scottish guy playing the bagpipes around the stadium. Not sure if you were there. That sounds familiar, Troy. Yeah, that sounds familiar. I do recall hearing bagpipes at Central Coast Stadium. Looks like Zacharia's gone into midfield. Oh, and he's won it. Here's a chance for Switzerland. Oh, the pass just not quite online. So Switzerland, yes, seemingly shifting into a back 5. Muheim's gone over to left wing back. Vidmer's at right wing back. Zacharia's gone into midfield alongside Xhaka and Frula. And it's just Amdouni playing as that lone striker up top. So it's a defensive setup here for Switzerland. A 5-3-1 formation. That is what Switzerland are currently playing. Lionel Messi into the feet of McAllister. Argentina are really building here. Gonzalez is playing off the left-hand side for Argentina. Substitute. Not long to go. Not long to go, man. Oh boy, that's right, Leah Senna. After the World Cup, then we have the Australia Cup. We are very much looking forward to the Australia Cup getting underway this week, folks. Gets underway on Tuesday evening, the Australia Cup round of 32. We'll have a bunch of coverage throughout the Australia Cup. Our predictions video is going to be coming out by tomorrow. And we'll also be doing a bunch of live streams throughout the Australia Cup. We're not planning on doing any Australia Cup live watch-alongs this week, but we definitely will be doing one the following week on the Tuesday. We've got a bunch of big games on that following Tuesday next week. Sydney FC in action. Western Sydney Wanderers, I think, as well. Perth Glory. So very much looking forward to the Australia Cup as well. Even though it is the A-League's off-season, there's still a whole lot going on. Argentina sending across. Comes through to Gonzalez. Oh, he keeps it in. Oh, my goodness. So close. Well, McAllister, again with a header. Argentina can't believe that it's not a corner. The header from McAllister went wide. But did it take a deflection? Dangerous. Dangerous moment there for Switzerland. Oh, well done, Gonzalez. Just keeping it in play as well. Did look like a goal kick in the end. McAllister. Oh, did it? Did it touch the foot of Elvedi? Hard to tell. That is right, Leo. Yeah, Mariners versus Sydney United will be good. World Cup X possible vlog for Mariners Sydney United. We might have to do one, man. We might have to do one. Some great games on the way in the round of 32 of the Australia Cup. South Melbourne taking on Adelaide United will be a cracker. Preston Lions are playing the reigning Cup winners Newcastle Jets. What other cracking games we've got? Sydney Olympic will be playing Brisbane Roar. And of course, a lot of big talking points heading into the Australia Cup. Our first look at Western Sydney Wanderers under new head coach Ufuk Talay. That'll be fascinating. Messi over to the left to find Gonzalez. Argentina really pushing it for it here. How much added time? It's 9 minutes. 9 minutes of added time. And if there isn't a breakthrough goal in the next 9 minutes, we will be headed for extra time. Another half an hour and then maybe penalties. But Argentina are completely dominating as we speak. They've got the extra player on the field. Can they find the goal? Scotty, thanks for that super chat, mate. Really appreciate it. Says, enjoying your live streams 100 times better than SBS American commentators. Scotty, appreciate your support, man, and thanks for hanging out with us today. And it's been great to see you hanging out with us during these World Cup live streams. We've been enjoying them, man. We've been enjoying them. There's been some genuinely just astonishing football matches that we have watched. We were live for Portugal-Croatia. That was an incredible game. England-Mexico was great. And here we are witnessing the tense final moments in regular time. It's 1-1 between Argentina and Switzerland. But once again, shout out to you, Scotty. Thanks for that very kind super chat. Thanks for supporting the channel, mate. Nathan, g'day to you, mate. Says, good crosses this game. Argentina, their crosses have been dangerous. They're getting closer. And look at this, man. Switzerland are just completely pinned back. Here's Messi edge of the box. Lionel Messi off his weaker right foot. Oh, wide. Wide from Messi. Was that the moment? Was that the moment? Edge of the box. Again, he was on his right foot. His weaker right foot. I mean, we say weaker, but Lionel Messi's so good. He's certainly capable of scoring off his right boot. And just couldn't curl it enough there, Lionel Messi. Just wide with that effort, but not too far off it. So Switzerland, their objective at this moment in time is to just survive through to extra time. Hold on to this level scoreline. This is it. This is it. Gonzalez taking on Vidma. Oh, great run, Gonzalez. Disappointing finish there. Gonzalez went for the strike, but it went well wide. Ooh, Marcus with a big question. Who are the favourites for the Oz Cup, and how well do you think Jets Victory Adelaide go in Asia? First of all, how good is it to have 3 A-League teams in Asia this year? Adelaide have their playoff match next month as well in August. Adelaide hosting Kong An Hanoi. Stefan Mork's club as well, we should mention. So Adelaide could potentially, if they win that game, they go through to the Champions League Elite, which would be great for them. It's hard to say. I mean, I'll save my judgment to when we see some more signings made by those clubs. Jets. I mean, I don't know if they're going to have the quality to get through to the knockout stage. To get through to the knockout stage in the Champions League Elite is so difficult. City did it last year, and it's because they had the squad and the depth to do it. I'm unsure if Jets have the squad depth to navigate the Champions League Elite. Look, they could, but we should acknowledge Newcastle Jets have lost a lot of their top players from last season. They have made some good signings, though. Joe Lolly's a big signing for them. I think Melbourne Victory should be looking to make a really deep run in the Champions League too. Melbourne Victory should be making a very deep run in the Champions League too. I think for any Australian side in the Champions League too, I mean, Mariners won the competition when it was back known as the AFC Cup. Sydney FC made it through the semi-finals, so I think Victory, and it could be Adelaide in the Champions League too as well. Australian sides should be aiming for semi-finals, I reckon, in the Champions League too. But for Jets, the Champions League Elite, such a tough comp, man. Yeah. That's right, Troy. Troy says Newcastle in Asia sounds funny. Been ages since they were in the mix. Indeed, yeah. They are finally back on the big stage in Asia. So very curious to see how Newcastle Jets perform in the Champions League Elite. And yeah, we'll definitely be doing a bunch of coverage of the Champions League competitions for our Aussie sides. But yeah, first up, it's Adelaide, just in about a month. It's fairly early in August. Adelaide have their playoff game to decide whether they'll be playing in the Champions League Elite. Rodriguez is coming off. He's had a good game. He provided the assist for Ndoye's goal. So Ricardo Rodriguez is coming off. Kumar is coming on for the final stages of this game in defence. Okay. 5 minutes of injury time played. 4 remain. Can Argentina find this winner? Shout out once again to Scotty a moment ago for sending in that kind super chat as the cross is floated in and it sails out for a goal kick. Lionel Messi, he's the man of the moment, looking to find this winner for Argentina. Well, Quebec's, it's a good question. Lots of interesting moves and transfers in the A-League so far. What's been your favourite moves? I think the biggest one has been Joe Lolly to Jets. I think that's a huge, huge move because obviously he's had a great few years with Sydney FC and it's a big pickup for Newcastle. It's a really big pickup to pick up someone like Joe Lolly. I think it's huge. So that one certainly stands up for me. I think there's been some good re-signings as well. I mean, he's not a new arrival, but I think Perth Glory re-signing Tom Lawrence is huge. We'll definitely do some coverage on the latest A-League transfer news over the coming weeks and months, of course, as well, here on the channel. Okay. Less than 3 minutes now on the clock as Argentina are continuing to surge forward here. Appreciate that, Troy. Thanks for the very kind super chat there, Troy. Great stream as usual, Lockie. Thank you very much, mate. Really appreciate that. Continuing to push forward here, Argentina. Messi. He's dropping deep to try and get involved in the play. Alvarez on the ball. Back for Martinez. Can they find it? Ball comes in. Cleared away by Switzerland. 2 minutes remain. Oh my goodness, dude. Just desperately holding on here, Switzerland. A red card for Mbolo in the second half. Controversy surrounding the decision. Messi, edge of the box. Chipping it in. And Vidmer's just played it out for a corner. Shout out to Troy once more for that kind super chat, mate. Always good to see you joining us for our live watch-alongs. Fellow Mariners fan, of course, as well. That is right, Marcus, as we were talking about Joe Lolly before. It's going to be very important that he stays fit for Newcastle Jets. Missed a lot of last season with injury. We are entering the final minute of injury time. Lionel Messi, look at all the fans behind him in the stands, filming on their devices as Messi whips the corner in. Oh, the spectacular effort is well saved. Martinez with a stunning effort on goal, and Kobel's parried it away. Forward once more down the left. Can they find it? If Switzerland hold on here and take this game to extra time, it would be a great achievement because Argentina are throwing everything forward now. I mean, if they go into extra time, can Switzerland hold on all the way? The ball comes in once more, headed across, away by Kanji. Still on. Still on. The seconds remain. Right-hand side. Great chance here. Free kick, Switzerland. Free kick, Switzerland. Muheim fouled. Wow. What a save it was, Marcus. It was great, wasn't it? Scotty says Argentina finally awake in this game. Yeah, we haven't seen this sort of sustained attacking play a lot in this match. Wow, what a chance it was. It was a great save from Kobel a moment ago. What a spectacular strike it was as well from Martinez to get that effort on target. And it's full time. It's all over. 9 minutes of added time played, and we are playing another 30 minutes, folks. Oh my goodness. It's the second game today that has gone to extra time. So another half an hour remains between Argentina and Switzerland. Shout out to Scotty and Troy for those kind super chats in recent moments. Thanks for supporting the channel, folks, and great to see everyone hanging out with us here today. So, what's the predictions from here? Who's winning from here? Will it go to penalties? Switzerland, I'll tell you what, they did well. Like, when was that red card? When was that red card? That was like ages ago now. Switzerland have done really well to hold on at the end of this second half. Stats according to FOTMob. Argentina, 55% possession, 45% for Switzerland. Argentina have had 10 shots, just 2 on target. Switzerland, 9 shots, 5 on target. Switzerland have still had more touches in the opponent's box, 18-11, the way of Switzerland. How many fouls? Let's see here. 15 fouls committed by Switzerland, 10 fouls by Argentina, according to FOTMob. 25 total. Wow. Nathan says, game is not over. I think Argentina will just score. So 2-1. Yeah, if anyone's going to pull through, surely it will be Argentina at this rate. Surely. World Cup X also saying, how have Argentina not won this? Thanks, Cozy Platypus and Leia Center. Red card was in the 72nd minute. There you go. So that's a long time that Switzerland have had to hold on. 20 minutes of basically full-on defence, and they've managed to hold on so far. But can Switzerland defend for another half an hour, or can they try and find a way to relieve this pressure and get themselves forward, try and create some chances to get a goal of their own to make it 2-1 for them? Scotty says Argentina hasn't pushed up until the last 10 minutes. They were hoping for a repeat of the Egypt game. They weren't able to find the last gasp winner here in regular time, but they've got half an hour left to do it. And I tell you what, I mean, Switzerland are probably going to want to take this to penalties. Not just because they are down a player and they can't really risk sort of sending too many players forward. But the good thing for Switzerland, the encouraging thing for Switzerland is that they've overcome. They had a penalty shootout in their last game in the round of 16 against Colombia. They went through to the penalty shootout and they persevered. They've done it. They've done it before against a South American opponent as well in a penalty shootout. So for Switzerland here, I wonder if just the objective here is to hold on, is to stay strong defensively. And then to see it through to a penalty shootout where anything can happen. Two fantastic goalkeepers in action today, Emiliano Martinez and Kobel for Switzerland. He's come up with a couple of big saves. Troy says 2-1 was my prediction. Argentina, can they make the breakthrough here in extra time? Cozy Platypus says 10 men can be dangerous, but I think Argentina will win, but I would love this to go to pens. Adstar says having been through a penalty shootout helps you in the next penalty shootout. That's right. They've gone through and they know what it feels like to win that shootout. And Switzerland will be heading in with confidence if it does go to penalties. So, folks, we are set to get underway here for extra time in Kansas City. It's been a warm evening in Kansas City. We checked the temperature earlier. It was like 28 degrees Celsius earlier. So Switzerland appear to be setting up once again in this 5-3-1 formation. We are underway in extra time. If you haven't done so far, hit the like button to support the channel. Shout out to Troy and Scotty earlier. They sent in some very kind super chats. Appreciate you guys just being here to hang out with us to watch this game. This is the final quarter-final match. France, Spain, England are all through to the semi-finals. The winner of this game will play England in the semi-finals. Both teams have made numerous substitutions and, of course, can make an extra one in this extra time period. Here's a chance in the box. The shot is blocked. It falls for Gonzalez. His shot is bouncing away for a corner. Less than a minute into extra time, and Argentina already looking dangerous once again. Scotty says, after seeing this game, I'm changing my prediction. I think France versus England final and France to win it. I could see that happening, Scotty. I think England are going to back themselves against Argentina. It's going to be a cracking game if Argentina do go through. But yeah, man. I think England, they're on a good run. Messi plays it back. Continuing to build here, Argentina following the set piece. And the long-range shot is just completely gone wide there from Alvarez. So, already a bright start in extra time for Argentina. Can Switzerland survive for half an hour, though? That's the question. That's right, Nathan. Big chances so far for extra time. Scotty says, yeah, I did back Argentina. I just don't think they're that good. This is, compared to their performances so far this tournament, like the group stage, Argentina were like exceptional. They were very, very good in the group stage. But through the knockout phase, Argentina haven't been entirely convincing. I mean, 3-2 with Cabo Verde. The game had to go to extra time. 3-2 with Egypt, and they were trailing 2-0. Fantastic comeback from Argentina, of course. And now 1-1 with Switzerland in extra time. This hasn't been the most convincing knockout stage run, as Almada's shot is comfortably saved by Kobel. So we definitely, again, Argentina haven't had the most comfortable knockout stage run, have they? This has been quite a difficult run for them. Again, group stage, they were very good. They were looking great. And I remember we did a live watch-along for their first group stage game, that 3-0 win against Algeria, and they looked sensational in that game. Lionel Messi was unstoppable. And I remember watching that game being like, man, Argentina, they could really go all the way once again here. They look good. But here we are in the quarterfinals, in extra time with Switzerland, 1-1. Switzerland reduced to just 10 players. Controversial call. Brillambolo sent off. Second yellow for simulation, but the call was made off a VAR review that wasn't even about the dive. It was about mistaken identity. Almada for Argentina. Gonzalez is there. Thiago Almada trying to find the space. They've got so many attacking players on the field right now, Argentina. Leading the line right now is Lautaro and Martinez. They've got Julian Alvarez is still on the field. Messi's basically playing as the 10, as the playmaker. Gonzalez off the left. Almada's there as well. It's a very attacking setup for Argentina, and of course they can afford to do so. They're continuing to knock it around, but credit to Switzerland, who are doing a really good job of scrambling in defense. Shot from range. Oh, what a goal. No, it's not a goal. Goodness me, I thought it was a goal. The net rippled, but Almada's shot has gone wide. Oh my goodness. Thiago Almada cutting in on that right boot, and it looked like it was a goal. The net rippled. Side netting. Substitution, Switzerland. Dennis Zacharias had a great game. Started right back, shifted into midfield. Jashari's coming on for Switzerland. Fresh legs in midfield. And they need it. Switzerland need it. Switzerland have to find a way to relieve this pressure. Long goal kick. Comes through to Amdouni. Oh, good run. Oh, good run, Amdouni. We had a couple of defenders there, but Argentina are able to clear it away. So Switzerland with a rare little passage of possession here. That's a free kick. That's a free kick. Almada didn't really have to do that. It's a yellow card as well. Thiago Almada's just ripped the Switzerland player to the turf there, and pretty clear yellow card. Felt like a bit of an unnecessary foul to commit because it wasn't really a dangerous position. So, this is big here. This is big. I mean, the free kick is a fair way out, but you can see Switzerland are sending numbers forward here for this. Xhaka's going to curl this one in. If they could get a goal here, it'd be huge. A lot of pushing and shoving going on as this set piece is about to be delivered in. If Switzerland were to find a goal here in extra time, it would be truly astonishing. Just 10 players on the field. Xhaka sends in the free kick. It's towards Akanji. It's a good delivery. It's a free kick, Argentina. Akanji just a bit too much contact on the defender. Oh boy. These are tense final moments, and these set piece opportunities are going to be so crucial for Switzerland. They might not have many chances for the rest of this game. Through ball for Messi's good. But that's great defending from Akanji. Shout out to Manuel Akanji, who's had a very, very good game. He's been defensively so good, hasn't he? It's a yellow card. Wow, okay. Lautaro Martinez. Yellow card for that challenge on Akanji. Definitely a foul. Martinez nowhere near the ball. And a yellow card shown to the Argentina forward there. It was a bad tackle, wasn't it, Nathan? It was. He was just coming in late there and nowhere near the ball there. Martinez. Argentina, winners of the World Cup in 2022. It is 1-1. There is a chance that their journey ends in the quarterfinals here. We are in extra time and it remains 1-1. It would be quite a story if Argentina were to be eliminated in the quarterfinals. And it would be maybe even an even bigger story if Switzerland were to progress through to the semi-finals. Muheim, good run, down the left. Jashari, and the shot from Xhaka. It's over the crossbar. I don't mind it. I don't mind that shot from Xhaka. He's capable of scoring from range. That's right, Nathan. Yeah, we've noticed that throughout the game. Hey, you look at the stands and there's so many Argentina fans in the stadium. There are little pockets of red jerseys here and there. There are Switzerland fans in the house, but it feels like majority of the fans inside this stadium in Kansas City are supporting Argentina. Messi. Argentina once again pushing forward. Messi's cross, not really close to any of his teammates there. Kobel comfortably plucking it out of the air. That's right, World Cup X. It's a little bit similar, wouldn't it be? World Cup X says, imagine Switzerland somehow win. It would be like Croatia in 2022. It would be quite remarkable if Switzerland were to persevere from here. A lot of people predicting Argentina to go through. That was the expectation heading into this game, that the reigning World Cup winners, that they were going to progress through to the semi-finals. But Switzerland have made it so difficult for them. It's been a fascinating game. We've just ticked past 100 minutes. It's been a real arm wrestle of a match. A tightly contested quarter-final. Not many chances in the first half. The second half really started to open up. And in this extra time period now, it is almost entirely Argentina as they look to find the winner. Messi's taking up some positions on the right-hand side. He's got it back, but it comes out to the left. Almada, Thiago Almada, looking for the cross or maybe a pass. And Switzerland, man, this has been quite remarkable how Switzerland are defending so resolutely here. They're staying so strong and well organised at the back here, Switzerland. Can they hold on at least till to the half-time point in extra time? That would be an achievement. I'd be halfway there. It just takes so much concentration to hold on at the back like this if you're Switzerland, to maintain that organisation. Messi. Some late contact on Messi from Amdouni. It's a free kick. It's a free kick. The Switzerland coaching staff are furious with the decision. Amdouni was closing down Messi quickly there. What do you guys make of that? What do you guys make of that call? Free kick? It probably is. Amdouni making some contact there with Messi. Scotty says Messi will fancy this one. He will. He certainly will. This is his moment here. This is his moment. With the scores level at 1-1. Lionel Messi standing over the free kick. It's still a fair way out from goal. It's like maybe 25 meters, I reckon, away from goal, at least. So for Lionel Messi, this is his moment. He's had such a fantastic tournament so far. Free kick for Messi. It's straight into the wall. It was actually nowhere near getting past the wall, folks. The elevation was not there at all. It was sort of at waist height for the wall, who comfortably blocked it. Still, the attack comes for Argentina down the left. They're knocking it around a lot, Argentina. They're having some difficulty actually getting into the penalty area. That's what we're seeing right now. There's a player for Argentina who's really struggling to get back to their feet over on that left-hand side. They've actually stayed sat down on the turf here. Slowly getting... It's Gonzalez. It's Nico Gonzalez who's just having to put his boot back on. The play continues. It's been a successful defensive effort so far in extra time for Switzerland. Deep cross from McAllister, and it sails well out of play. And I tell you what, every minute that ticks by is an achievement here for Switzerland. Every second, every minute that ticks by, Switzerland are getting closer and closer. Scotty says Messi hasn't had an amazing game. He only needs one touch, though. I agree. Lionel Messi not enjoying this game as much as previous games. He, of course, got the assist a long time ago for that goal for McAllister off the corner. Great corner delivery from Messi. That's a shot from range from Jashari, but it's well wide of the goal. So 1-1 it remains. Red card to Brillambolo in second half. Regular time. 1 minute added on here at the end of the first period of extra time. Messi cutting in. Love it. The delivery's good too towards Gonzalez. He's got it across the face of goal. And it's hacked clear. Again, folks, I want to reiterate, Argentina are struggling to get into the penalty area all that often. Switzerland's defensive structure has been really good. Montiel's got it on the right. He's sending it across, away by Xhaka. Comes to Martinez. Lissandro Martinez from centre back. Blocked shot. Gonzalez to swing it in, and it's going to be a corner to end this first period of extra time. Okay, what can they do here, Argentina? Messi to deliver it in. Now, this is that same corner that we saw McAllister get his goal. It's past McAllister, and it's headed towards goal by Romero. But away from a goal kick, and that'll see us through to half-time in extra time. And if you are Switzerland, you're probably very, very happy with how extra time has played out so far, because it remains 1-1. And again, this is the objective for Switzerland, to defend, to not concede. They are down a player. Brillambolo controversially sent off in the second half of regular time. Thanks for hanging out with us, everyone. Really appreciate you clicking on the live stream to hang out with us here on It is now... Well, what's the time here now? Oh, it's past 1 o'clock in the afternoon here on the east coast of Australia. Hope you guys are doing well wherever you are tuning in from. It is late Saturday evening in Kansas City for this game. If you haven't done so already, hit the like button to support the channel. Shout out to Troy and Scotty earlier for sending in some super chats. Good to see a bunch of our members joining us here in the live chat as well today. Cozy Platypus says, I see this going to penalties. That's right, Nathan, who also says 15 minutes to hold on to the penalty shootout. Can Switzerland do it? Can they hold on all the way through? That's right, Welcome Back says big news, isn't it? Geordie Boss officially only out for 3 months. Not too bad considering the possibilities. Yes, I mean, that would put him on track to feature at the Asian Cup. So hopefully we do see him return to action after that 3 months or so. And hopefully he can build some good form for the Asian Cup. But yes, that would of course rule Geordie Boss out for those friendlies against Brazil in September. Those friendlies against Brazil in just 2 months' time. So you'd imagine it would be highly unlikely that Jordan Boss is featuring for those friendlies against Brazil, which is a blow for Australia, but opens the door for other left-back options. So, back underway. We're about to get back underway for the second period of extra time. Lionel Messi working so hard to try and get his team this crucial winning goal. Unable to find it just yet. Had a good free kick. Unfortunately, the delivery wasn't there for Messi. Christian Romero, well, he sat down on the sidelines, so Christian Romero looks like he may well have been substituted off. And yes, it is Nicolas Otamendi who has come on here for the final 15 minutes. Very experienced centre-back here, Otamendi. Has played at the highest level for such a long time here. Great play to bring on. And for Switzerland, they're defending in this 5-3-1 shape. They've defended so well so far. Of course, they took it to a penalty shootout in the round of 16 against Colombia, another South American opponent, and they persevered. They won that penalty shootout. We are underway here for the final 15. This is it for both of these teams now. One of these teams are going home after tonight. One of these teams will go through to play England in the semi-finals. Cozy Platypus says, it's 4 a.m. here right now. This World Cup has ruined my sleeping pattern. I applaud the commitment there, Platypus. Scotty says, if this goes to penalties, Messi might want to pass. He's not good at them. Well, we did see Messi miss that penalty, didn't he, against Egypt? Surely he'll step up, though, to take one if it does go all the way through to penalties. Even though he did miss against Egypt, you always back Messi from the penalty spot. Switzerland, they've got it in the forward half here. They've won a free kick too. That's good for Switzerland. Muheim, just a little clip there of the toe from McAllister. Free kick chance coming up here for Switzerland. And again, this is big. This is very, very big here for Switzerland. They had one free kick chance in that first period of extra time. Couldn't get anything on the end of it. But here comes Switzerland with a crucial free kick chance. Xhaka has to find the right delivery. Sends it in. Oh, it's not bad. It's away, though. Good defending by Martinez. And Argentina should come away with this. Wow. It's good delivery, wasn't it? That was really dangerous delivery from Xhaka. Argentina once again coming forward. It's Lionel Messi. They're in the box. They're in the box finally, Argentina. They haven't found too many touches in the penalty area, but Amdouni's bringing it away for Switzerland. Needs some support. Oh, great run, Amdouni. This is phenomenal. It's come through for Widmer. Here's a chance for Switzerland. Oh, dude, that was a magical run. The final pass just was lacking, but that was a little bright moment there for Switzerland. And again, with the way this game is going, if Switzerland score here, it would be just astonishing scenes because it's looking so unlikely. Argentina once again back on the ball and looking to create these chances. Messi's since that red card, Messi's taken up a lot of positions on that right hand side of the attack. Sandro Martinez, even the centre-backs for Argentina able to get forward here. Messi, edge of the box for Gonzalez, back to Martinez. A lot of passes being knocked around the penalty area, across the edge of the penalty area. Montiel has to recover. It's not the most convincing attacking play, is it? There's just a lot of just sideways passes. That's a good ball over the top from Martinez, but it's out of play for a goal kick. So Argentina, I mean, they've had a lot of play now where they've just been dominating in possession and been in really good areas, but they're not actually creating that many clear-cut opportunities. World Cup X says, yeah, it's still an evenish game. Switzerland have done really well here. They've really limited Argentina in their opportunities. Argentina have made another change here. Paredes off and Lopez on. So Switzerland will go long from the goal kick once more. Good challenge, Akanji. Oh, it's a free kick. Don't know if I agree with that call. Ten minutes remain. 10 minutes to go. Argentina have got so many dangerous attacking plays on the field of play as we speak. Only a couple defenders on the field, really, for Argentina, as they are looking to send everything forward. Good ball from Messi to the far post, but it's collected by Kobel. Again, they're not quite just the link up. They're not quite on the same wavelength, it seems, Argentina going forward. They're just struggling to sort of find each other in the penalty area. These crosses coming in and passes going astray. All it takes is one moment of quality. This has been a really admirable display from Switzerland against Argentina. Taking it all the way here. Thiago Almada down the left. Martinez out the left once more to Gonzalez. Inside, Thiago Almada's found some space. But can they find the cutting pass to get through? It's Messi. He's going for the run. And he's going for the shot. And it's well saved. But there we go. Effort on target. Back in the box for Argentina. It's Alvarez. Alvarez with a curling effort. Oh, what a goal! Julian Alvarez has scored a stunner. It's 2-1. What a goal! Oh my goodness, an absolutely cracking strike. Alvarez has scored an unstoppable goal. Absolute weldy indeed. What a goal it was, Cozy Platypus. What a strike, Scotty. Oh my goodness. They've been pushing, looking for that one moment of quality, and we finally get it. Alvarez has curled it into the far corner from range. It's one of the goals of the tournament. It's 2-1. And the 10 players of Switzerland finally concede here. What a goal. What a goal. That's a truly remarkable goal. It's up there with one of the best we've seen at this tournament. That's a genuinely stunning goal from Julian Alvarez. Curling effort into the top corner. Kobel has been very, very good today, but there is not a goalkeeper that has been born on the great planet Earth that can get to that one. It's sensational. Absolutely sensational. Scotty says it as well. Goalie had zero chance. You cannot blame Kobel at all. He is never getting to that. No goalkeeper is ever getting to that strike. It was literally the perfect goal. It was the perfect placement. You cannot get any better than that from Alvarez. That is sensational. That is sensational. And it may well send Argentina through to the semi-finals to take on England. Absolute screamer it was indeed, Nathan. Cozy Platypus says, time for Switzerland to go full out attack. Well, What's going on here? There's a yellow card that's just been shown to someone. There's a bit of commotion in the center of the park. There's pushing and shoving going on. There's conversations. Someone's just been shown a yellow card. I mean, if you're Argentina, I'm not sure why you're engaging in this, because you've got the lead. You just got to see it out from here, folks. Argentina just have to see it out from here. So Lopez picked up a yellow card for something. Switzerland make another change. Vargas, who, in my opinion, we should have seen come onto the field much, much earlier. Ruben Vargas is finally on. He's replaced Frula. This is it now for Switzerland. We are finally back underway. Switzerland just have 10 players on the field. Of course, that red card in the second half of regular time to Mbolo. Can Switzerland do it? Can Switzerland rescue this one? Can they pull it out of the fire? 5 minutes to go. We'll definitely have a few minutes added on at the end. Cross comes in. Decent ball too towards Amdouni. Away by Gonzalez. Still on here for Switzerland is Vidma. Back it goes for Xhaka. He's curling one out to the left. Header comes across and Martinez will claim that. Well done, Emiliano Martinez. Incredible scenes laid on here. We've witnessed a absolutely stunning goal from Alvarez. Alexis McAllister has stayed on the floor here after a little collision. The Argentina fans are celebrating in Kansas City. They'll be celebrating in Argentina all across the world. A 2-1 lead, and the dream is set to stay alive for the reigning champions. They're showing replays of that goal from Alvarez. It may well go down as the best goal of this tournament. That is an incredible strike from Alvarez. A genuinely just worldy and utter worldly from Alvarez. What a goal. And it's great that we've been here to witness it together, folks. Thanks for tuning into the live watch along. Argentina 2, Switzerland 1, minutes remaining. That's right, Nathan. Your prediction's still in line to be correct. 2-1 Argentina. Heartbreaking for Switzerland, you got to say. Heartbreaking for Switzerland, who've defended so well for so long, and finally, I mean, we're worried, really worried with how much time Switzerland were going to have to defend for. Essentially 45 minutes of just straight defending. They weren't able to see it out. 2-1. And of course, it took something special, man. We should highlight, it really took something special. Alvarez with probably the biggest goal of his life. It's got to be a yellow card, surely. Argentina, it's a free kick was called, and the Argentina defenders just come through and has just smashed that ball to the other side of the field. Not sure how that's not a yellow card. Free kick, Switzerland. Xhaka needs a good delivery here. Gotta find someone in the middle here. Switzerland. This is such a big moment. We don't know how many chances they're going to get from here. Xhaka's delivery, it's far too low. It's a very poor delivery from Xhaka. His deliveries have been good so far this game, but at the crucial moment, his elevation on that delivery was just not there. Kobel sent it long. The defenders have stayed up. It's flicked on. Oh, it's going to fall here almost for Elvedi. Argentina, well, they could seal it because Switzerland have committed numbers forward. Here comes Lionel Messi for Argentina. Here comes Messi. It's going to be a corner. Deflected wide. Oh, my goodness. Incredible match. Milky Moo Celtic says, our good defense only goes so far. It was admirable defending for so long, but it wasn't enough to see it through in the end for Switzerland. Offside flag up on Messi following that corner. Look, folks, I think we should have at least 3 minutes added on here. Surely. After that goal was scored, it took a while for the game to get back underway. But this is it for Switzerland. The journey is about to come to an end for them unless they find a miracle equaliser here. How much time added on? 4 minutes. 4 minutes left for Switzerland to keep the dream alive. Long ball by Kobel. Jashari sending it in. Over the head of everyone. Vidman needs support. Well done, Gonzalez, getting to that first and clearing it away. Stayed in play. Xhaka. He's worked so hard in midfield today for Switzerland. He's just lost out in possession there. Argentina can seal it. It's 3-on-1. Away comes Thiago Almada for Argentina. Almost all the way through. The follow-up from Martinez is in. Argentina will face England in the semi-finals. The journey comes to an end for Switzerland. Incredible scenes. The celebrations. Argentina. Ecstatic. They have persevered. It has been another really, really dramatic match for Argentina in the knockout phase. Incredible scenes. And we are set for 2 sensational semi-finals. France versus Spain. England, Argentina. Oh my goodness me. Switzerland, they had to commit the numbers forwards. They had to. And it always left the threat at the back. 3-1 it is now to Argentina. And they will play England. It's been a great run. It's been a really, really good run for Switzerland, man. And they've put in such a brave performance today. They really had to dig deep to defend for so long. They really, really did. But here for Argentina now. They have once again overcome the challenge. Oh my goodness. Scotty says Argentina have been poor all game, but credits to perfectly playing out extra time. England versus Argentina will be a close thing. Can't wait for that game. Dude, that feels so tricky to call. It really does. It really does. Because again, yeah, we have been saying it today. Argentina, they haven't been at their best, but they've managed to pull through here, and their quality in the end has proved the difference. A stunning goal from Alvarez. McAllister with a goal early on. It was Ndoye who got on the score sheet for Switzerland. It's party time for Argentina. Not sure how that's a free kick. Switzerland's bench has just completely blown up. There is pushing and shoving going on the field as well. Vargas not happy with Martinez. Tension's boiling over. 1 minute remains. And Argentina will play England in the semi-finals. Again, we think back to it must have been about an hour ago or so when that big call was made surrounding Breel Bolo, a very controversial VAR intervention. Breel Bolo given a second yellow card for simulation for a dive. A lot of controversy surrounding the use of VAR in that instance. And Argentina They really had to work hard. They were struggling to break down this stubborn Switzerland defence, but Switzerland have pulled through. A brave, brave performance by Switzerland. A great run to get through the quarterfinals. It's Argentina who win 3-1. It's all done in Kansas City. Celebrations for Argentina. Switzerland, they can be proud of their performance. It's been a brave, brave performance from Switzerland. They took it all the way, but it ends 3-1 to Argentina. What a dramatic game. Milky Muse asking the question, Argentina-Spain final? Cozy Platypus reckons France-England. We've got 4 genuinely top teams in the final 4, of course, the semi-finals. And as we know, all 4 of those teams will have 2 games regardless. Of course, we've got the 3rd place matchup next week as well, and then the final, of course, after that. It is a 3-1 win in the end for Argentina. Guys, thanks very much for hanging out with us today. Shout out to Troy and Scotty for your kind super chats earlier today as well. Great to see a number of our members joining us today as well. Beyond the Yellow, Troy, we had Alec tuning in earlier as well. Thanks so much, guys, for hanging out with us today. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss our future live streams. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Cheers, guys. Have a good one.